Hi guys, welcome back to Dream Tarot. Today we're going to be talking about all signs, the good things coming towards you, which I'm super excited about. Make sure you stay tuned to the very end because I will be doing a collective portion for you. Also, I just dropped another all signs reading of what people are saying about you. This is available for all of my Dream Tarot members right now, but it will become public on Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to have your notification bell on and that you're subscribed so that you don't miss it. All right, with that being said, guys, the timestamps are in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you in your portion. All right, bye. Hi, Aries. All right, welcome back to the channel. So let's go ahead and see what are the good things coming towards you at this time. I hope that you guys are doing well. What are the good things coming towards my Aries for the rest of the year? For the rest of 2025, what are some of the good things coming towards Aries? Give me some messages, please. What are the good things coming towards Aries? What are the good things coming towards my Aries? All right, Aries, let's talk about the cards that came out for you. First card we have here is Gateway. Okay, so there's some type of door or opportunity that's going to be unlocking for you that is going to be your gateway towards your next path. A lot of things are going to come out of this, and it takes you just taking action. I see that you're going to be naturally curious or adventurous, that you're not going to miss this opportunity. You're going to feel, when it comes into your life, you're going to be very curious about that outcome and you're going to go for it. And from doing that, you're going to unlock some totally new life for you, something better than you even imagined, something that kind of matches the fantasy in your head, which is really exciting. And it's just kind of like a moment that you'll look back on 10 years from now and be like, damn, I'm so glad that I trusted my gut and I went for it. There's something very magical happening in your life if you're able to take advantage of this opportunity that's coming towards you. And I just don't see you, I don't see that you're going to have any hesitations. So this is happening for you. We also have Skull here, which is endings, okay? You could be packing up some stuff pretty soon, okay? Because there's going to be some type of ending in a connection, in a situation for you here, and you're not feeling bad about it. You're feeling like this is exactly where you need to be, and you do need to be on to your next adventure. So you could be going through some type of ending here that you're at peace with, and you know that this is only going to benefit your future. All right, so I see that. Last card we have here is the Compass, which is a really nice one. This talks about true north, or maybe even finding that North Star, discovery, your life path, seeking truth, knowing which direction to go, finding your way, knowing where you're going, making a plan, and exploring. All right, so yeah, you're going to have a very adventurous spirit for the rest of the year, and it's going to take you places. I want to see how this is going to unfold for you. So let's jump right into the reading. It seems very exciting, Aries. I don't know if you feel excited or you're just like, whatever, it's just another day. But it feels very exciting what's about to happen for you. Like you're discovering something, but I also feel like you're getting discovered, okay? Especially for those of you who have talent or skill that you want to put out there, you could be getting some type of discovery here. All right, let's see what's going on with my Aries. What are the good things coming towards Aries for the rest of this year? Give me some messages, please. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you have been fantasizing about the grass is greener energy in your life. You know that there's a certain path or option that would be much better than where you're currently at, and you've been fantasizing about this. You could also been planning this, and very soon you're going to take action to go for it. I feel like with that Two of Wands, this is you feeling empowered to do something versus waiting around and waiting for something to happen. It's in your hands and you know that. And so you're making some type of strategy or plan to go after it. I think that you're just looking for a little bit more wisdom on the situation, or you're looking for a little bit more clarity. It feels like you've been trying to get your responsibilities in order to make sure that you're a good fit for whatever this is. But you're going to be blessed with that clarity. You're getting that sense of direction. You're getting like whatever was gate kept, or these secret answers are coming to you that are allowing you to know what's the next thing to do. All right, so what I see here is the Hermit. That's your first card. You also have the Three of Pentacles. And last but not least, you have the Ace of Wands. Very exciting, okay? Let's talk about that Hermit. So for the rest of the year, you could be getting super, super, super serious and concentrated on your goals. You may feel like there's a lot of distractions around you at this time, so you feel like you make more progress in solitude. And you may be fully committing to that for the rest of this year. You may find that you're not going to be going out with friends as much after October, or that you will be leaving the group chat of some sort, okay? So I don't know what this is, but you're feeling like I just need to focus on my own goals. I'm going places, okay? And maybe the environment or the company that I've been keeping has been deterring me from staying focused on that. There's something about being alone. Maybe you have been avoiding feeling alone, being alone, but what you're going to realize is that you're different from the rest, okay? So something does require your full solitude, you know? Maybe you just didn't want to like be left out, you know, have fear of missing out. But you're going to realize that even whoever you're really trying to continue up a connection with, they just kind of don't think the same. They're not going the same places as you. They don't have the same goals or the mindset that you have. And it doesn't make these people bad people or just not fun to be around, but it just makes it as like a distraction for the bigger goal at hand that you have going on and that's about to unlock for you. All right, let's clarify the Hermit. I also see you the rest of this year, because you're going to be in solitude. You may not be socializing as much. When you do try to keep up with people and they are texting you, I see you revising your text quite a bit. You could be using ChatGPT to respond to people, because you may get so used to being alone, you kind of feel awkward when having to have conversations. All right. So I don't know what that's about, but I see you just being very, it's not like you're overthinking it. You're more so like wanting to come off very perfect. So even talking to your friends, you may be chat GPTing responses. Something feels super off about that, but we'll see what's going on. It's like you're going to be in solitude for the rest of the year, that you're going to forget how to communicate. All right, what's the Hermit? Okay. The Lovers. Okay, so you're making this choice for yourself and purely yourself. You're choosing to go in solitude for yourself. You want more for yourself, for your highest good. You feel like this is what's best for you. There's some distractions, or there's been like some bad habits about the environment that you've been frequenting. And it doesn't make anyone there bad people, but it's just doesn't match the frequency that you're on or where you're headed in life. You know, where you're headed in life could need more concentration, more focus, and this environment doesn't have that. So you're making this decision for yourself. It has nothing to do with anyone else. This is all Aries made, self-made. Let's see what else is here. The Moon as well. That's the insecurity that you may start to have when you're in solitude. Like, you may wonder if people are thinking negatively about you. With that Justice card, you don't want any bad karma. Like if you were hanging out with your friends every weekend and then suddenly you tell them, hey, I'm going to stay in. And then they ask you again the next weekend. You're like, no, I'm going to stay in. There's something that I really need to get done. You kind of start to feel bad for like maybe refusing these offers, these opportunities, or these environments that you know is not for your highest good. So there's a little bit of insecurity around that. Like, I don't want to come off like, you know, I'm isolating myself, but this is what I need to do to get ahead. Yeah, Five of Wands. No, your friends won't understand at this time, or whoever you could be leaving behind. No, they won't understand, but they're not upset with you. Okay. The Five of Wands is very petty and easily to be overcome. They could just be confused, why the sudden change, but I don't feel like anyone hates you or is upset with you. There's no reason for you to be paranoid or anxious about your connections that you may be leaving behind. Another thing, there's no reason for you to be anxious about these connections you're leaving behind because you have the Three of Pentacles. So there is someone or a group of people that's coming in very like-minded that are focused on the same goals as you. You're going to be in a new environment, or you could be blessed with a new group, a new friend group, new networkies, maybe even a partnership. This could be someone here that's a person, one person that's coming in and has the same ambition as you. This card is literally called the team. So you have someone here or a group of people who have similar ambition as you, similar drive, and they're going to be super reliable during this time. So you're not going to be in solitude all the way. If that makes you nervous of being alone or just being in solitude, maybe becoming awkward because you're a recluse, not happening. You definitely are going to be dealing with someone here or a group here who have the same goals at hand. Yeah, the Fool. These are new people. If this is a new love interest, it's totally different from what you're used to. But what you're going to like about this person is their ambition, their motivation, their drive, their go-getter attitude. This could be in new environments, new hobbies with people who have similar mindsets as you that you're going to fit in very seamlessly, but it's going to feel very different or new at first. I see you being very popular in this group, okay? You could even be seen as a leader. All right, we have the Five of Cups as well. It could be hard for you to kind of like be open or want to embrace this experience because there is some type of similar situation before that happened with you with a certain team, with coworkers, with a lover or a friend that didn't go so well. And you could be holding that. You could be holding on to those feelings and just kind of feeling very cautious or hesitant about this new situation, this new environment. But I see this working out really well for you. This is part of the good things that's coming towards you, okay? So try not to be so aloof or detached or disinterested. Actually try. Put your best foot out there. It'll get more comfortable and natural for you the more that you show up, the more consistent you are with this group or this person. Last but not least, you have the Ace of Wands, which is so much fun because this talks about like a fire being lit under your butt, feeling very motivated, feeling very excited, lots of energy. All right, you may feel very inspired, passionate here. You could be really going towards your desires, and there's something to get very excited about that's coming towards you. All right, so we have the Emperor. So one thing you should be getting excited about is that you're moving into a role of leadership. You could be blessed with some type of job or opportunity that allows you to have more responsibility but more money. And you could be working more behind the scenes than putting in effort in this, like doing the rat race, basically, okay? So I see you becoming a breadwinner as well. You could be making more money than anyone in your family. Also, with that Emperor, you're going to be on top of your responsibilities, very organized and getting things done. You're going to get very serious about your goals and you're going to have a lot of motivation to your next level. Let's see what else is here for Aries. All right, we also have the Devil here as well. Okay, so you could be getting obsessed with being like whatever you're motivated with, whether that's like you're starting a business, you are getting a new job, or you're getting a new role, a promotion, or this new relationship, or this new friend group. You're gonna get so obsessed with the work or the role that you play that you're going to excel in this. Okay, with that Devil, it's kind of like you obsessing over your work and making a lot of masterpieces, or obsessing over your work and then climbing the ladder super fast. Obsessed with this person and then you guys become a power couple. Obsessed with this group and you guys make a success out of whatever joint venture or project that you guys are working on. This becomes something that you obsess with because it's very exciting and it gives you a lot of good outcomes and you're getting a lot of blessings from this, so you just kind of want to see it through. It's something that you may stay up long hours doing, because you just naturally love it. You just feel motivated every time and you don't run out of energy towards whatever this is. Okay, so you have a new obsession coming in that's positive for you and it's getting you places, and you feel much more motivated than you've ever been in your entire life, and you're going to see a lot of progress that comes from that. All right, so that's what I have for you, Aries. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Make sure to like the video. It helps me out a lot. Comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your life right now. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on your next reading coming out very soon. And don't forget to go check out the collective portion of this read, because there definitely could be some messages in there for you. Hi, Taurus. All right, let's talk about the good things coming towards you for the rest of this year. I hope that you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle and see what are the good things coming towards my Tauruses for the rest of this year. Okay. Good things coming towards Taurus for the rest of this year. All right, Taurus, let's talk about the good things coming towards you. The first card I pulled for you is Delight. All right. And you know what I feel about this card? I feel like you refuse to try something new, okay? Because you probably thought that you weren't going to like it, or you just were very unsure. Maybe you didn't have the confidence to try something new, to indulge into this new identity or new feeling that you've been having lately. But for the rest of this year, I see you actually going after that, or using your better judgment to actually partake. And when you do, you're going to be fully delighted in that thing that feels very unreal, new, fresh, exciting, but a little scary. It's because you just never experienced this before, but you're finally going to lean into the experience and you're going to have a very positive outcome from that. This could also be changing something within you. We also have mirror or reflection here. So I feel like your fears and your doubts don't come from yourself. They're not internal. They come from what other people have been projecting on you. Like maybe a lover or a friend or a family member who's too afraid to take action in their own life. So they kind of confuse you with a lot of fear and doubt and anxiety that made you also not want to lean into new experiences. But you're going to be coming past this or out of it. You're also going to learn that these doubts, these fears, these anxieties don't stem from your own brain, like they were projected on you, or this is like maybe the environment that you're around. People who don't believe in themselves tend to not believe in your capabilities. So you're coming out of this, you're coming out of overthinking, paranoia, doubt, fear, or any limiting belief, and also understanding that this is not something that you brought onto yourself. This was something that could have rubbed off on you. So now knowing that where it's coming from, I see you moving forward and just having better wisdom to not allow that energy to infiltrate you again, okay? You also have here the dominoes. All right, so with this card, it talks about you making some very strategic plans towards your goals that are going to work out for you. You could be getting something very precise or right on target. You're going to be gaining momentum in some type of endeavor, okay? So whether you're starting a business or you're trying to, get a promotion or a raise, maybe you're trying to move, maybe you're trying to buy something, save your money for something. You're going to gain momentum where you feel like you're making a lot of progress towards that goal. Things could be feeling set in motion for you. There's a lot of cause and effect here of you trying something new or trying that new experience, making a lot of progress, having perfect execution, having some type of chain reaction or butterfly effect happen in your life, okay? So very interesting. Also, if you get invited to some type of party or shindig, you should go, because there could be something very like domino effect or butterfly effect, cause and effect with that that's going to propel your life in the right direction. So don't be afraid to go to some type of party. I see that you're probably going to have a lot of anxieties around this, like what to wear, or what if I don't know anyone there, or who will I speak to, what's going to happen. Try to get out of your head and just go. I feel like this could be bringing in some grand opportunity for you, or maybe you'll be meeting someone very special. All right, so let's go ahead and see what this means for you. We'll jump right into the reading. Tell me about the good things coming towards my Tauruses for the rest of the year. What are the good things coming towards Taurus for the rest of this year? Wow. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So this is that feeling that you've been under for some time. And I feel like this has been a lot of pressure for you. You know that you're not the usual person to second guess yourself, but for some reason you've been second guessing yourself a ton. You may feel trapped in your circumstances or even feel like you're a victim of your environment. But I feel like this is what someone has been trying to cast on you, or also infiltrate your mind to believe. You are now coming out of that during this time of the year where you're wanting to empower yourself and tell yourself you're the master of your own destiny. Whatever you choose to do will lead you onto your right path. So, someone here who may not even believe in themselves has been pushing a lot of fear and doubt into your mind. And I feel like you're going to realize that and empower yourself and come out of that. You kind of see who the culprit is here. The person who they're kind of wishing you unwell by just not showing you positive circumstances, or just kind of like always leaning into the what if scenario, you know? This person has slowed your progress for some time, or this situation, this influence has slowed your progress for some time with the Knight of Pentacles, but now you're ready to come out of that. All right, so right now you're having like a little bit of those belly flutters, okay? There's a little bit of nervousness inside. You feel like life is about to change, but you don't know how or when. Well, I can tell you when. It will be for the rest of this year. You're going to have a big life change. But how? We'll see about that, right? Could be you taking advantage of some type of new opportunity or experience or connection that you were really afraid to say yes to. All right, I see you moving in that direction and feeling really pleased or delighted with your outcome. Tell me about the Three of Wands for Taurus. So the reason that you feel so unsafe right now or triggered is because life is about to change for you and you can feel it. We know that too because you have the universe here, which is the world card, which means that you have passed some type of test. You are on the brink of some major achievement and you're going to get some major blessings in your life starting this new chapter. So you closed out a chapter, you passed a test, the universe, the gods are pleased with you. You're getting a lot of blessings to start this new chapter very fresh and start it very successfully. And you're moving on to bigger and better, okay? Let's see what else is here. Five of Wands. Five of Wands lets me know that there's some inner conflict that you could have going on. And you may also have a group of people around you that you look for their support, but they're not on your same page. You're being urged to know that you don't need anyone's approval for your next chapter. You can make decisions all on your own, even if it feels like everyone's doubting you or no one really supports your decision. All right? Something will be revealed to you during this chapter where it shows that you were right on the money all along. You were literally standing on top of treasure. But it could have been your doubts and your limiting beliefs that held you back from searching for it. I see you coming out of that, all right? So you're going to be definitely moving forward no matter what anyone has to say, even if you don't have the support. What you may find during this time too, Taurus, is that speaking to strangers, people that you don't consider yourself close to, may support you more than the people that are closest to you. These people just don't have an understanding of your vision, and that's okay, all right? You have the Ten of Pentacles here. This is huge, okay? This again talks about completion. So if you've been having some internal struggles with your finances, with your career or business, you're coming out of that and you have reached a checkpoint where now things are going to move real smoothly. Money should be flowing to you very effortlessly. You could be getting some type of big windfall or big resource coming towards you to help you on your next steps, okay? Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. There's a major financial upgrade coming towards you. Let's see what this is. It's going to put you in a great standing of financial security. Ten of Wands, whatever this is, it's been a journey and it's been a tough ongoing battle to try to get to this place. It feels like you've been struggling or very deeply burdened. You could have been dealing with a lot of responsibilities that weren't your own. And now you're going to be coming out of that chapter refreshed and also blessed with a lot of resources or even finances because of that struggle that you were placed in. All right, let's see what else is here. We have the Knight of Cups as well. There could be someone coming towards you if you're single that is going to play a lifelong role in your life, okay? So this is someone who could be putting in the total investment towards you in love. They could be showing you that they're all in. They could be very committed, all right? This person, they want monogamy or they believe in marriage or they're very traditional. And I feel like this person could be coming in after a really tough, tumultuous time in your love life and giving you all that you deserve, not holding back not even one bit with that Ten of Pentacles. Look out for a Leo possibly that could be coming towards you, or someone here who could be very open with their life, telling you and sharing all their secrets, open with their emotions, very expressive, and has a childlike demeanor where they like to play around, all right? See what else you can tell me for the Ten of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, again, there's some type of like-minded individual coming towards you. This person could be in a partnership with you. They could be a collaborator. Maybe they're going to be a friend, but you and this person will be like-minded individuals. And this person is very responsible. They're reliable. They put in a lot of effort and work towards their goals. And you and this person together are going to be a big success, you know, kind of supporting each other, you know, uplifting each other along the way, helping each other out where you guys have weaknesses. This is someone who will have your back 100% and will work towards you towards a similar goal. So it feels like you have a friend or a confidant or someone who is supporting you and not instilling fear or doubt into your head. So this is definitely a big change from who you've been used to. All right, so this could be a family member that's finally on the same track as you, that's wanting to work with you and not against you, or a lover coming into your life, or your current lover finally being on the same page, or even a new friend coming in. And this person and you will be unstoppable because you guys are very goal-oriented. You guys are very responsible. And wherever you guys have a misstep, the other person will catch you. All right, so I really like that. It's incredible work ethic, whoever this person is. They are meant to be a boss and they're aligning with you because you also have boss man, boss lady energy as well. You guys could really create something really big, like be a power couple or even maybe create a business or a partnership together. You guys will keep each other's focus on your goals and feeling very highly motivated having each other on each other's side. Yeah. All right. The Fool. Again, there's something new that you're stepping into, a new environment, a new scene, a new identity, new hobbies, new interests. It feels very uncomfortable at first, but I promise you, the more that you practice, the more that you put yourself out there, the more that you make this a normal routine in your day-to-day, it will effortlessly become very natural to you. So if something feels weird right now, a little uncomfortable, give it time and show up consistently, and you'll find that this was easy all along. You were just probably in your head. I see you shifting identities. You're becoming the Taurus that you truly want to be. I talked about boss lady, boss man. If you're wanting to become a breadwinner, a boss, or just really responsible, dedicated to your goals, you are becoming that person. If you're wanting to lead into a different aesthetic or a different lifestyle, you are becoming that person. You just have to continue to be consistent, okay? So let's see. What's the Fool here for Taurus? I see what bothers you a lot are the people that you are comfortable with and have become very familiar with, like your family, old friends, old lovers. These people just really were not on the same page as you and couldn't see your vision. It doesn't make you question yourself anymore the rest of the year, but with that Fool, I feel like you just feel kind of sad by that. You feel kind of beat down by that, you know, just not having the support or just being around people that felt like time wasters. Talking about the Fool, but you're moving into a much more dedicated connection. Yeah, the 10 of Cups, you will get the support that you deserve from the right people. This is why you're being urged with the Fool to move into your new identity. It's almost like a relocation, and you kind of switch up what you eat now, or what you do on a day to day basis, or what environments you frequent, and the kind of people that you keep around. These new people, this new environment, this new community that you're going to be a part of will support you greatly. All right, so there's nothing to miss about your past, or nothing that you know, need to go back and dwell on. We have the Knight of Wands here. So I see the reason that you feel this way is because you were so close to giving up. But I do see that you're going to move forward, take part of this path that you're being urged to go towards. And you're going to be very delighted and very pleased that you finally put yourself first, or that you actually took the first step ahead. Because where you'll be by next year, you know, maybe January, February, you'll be so happy that you finally made movement and went towards what you wanted, no matter who supported you or not. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and check out the collective check out the collective reading, because I will have a message in there for you as well. All right. Bye, guys. Hi, Gemini. All right, welcome back, guys. So this will be the good things coming towards you for the rest of the year. I hope that you guys are doing well. All right, so give me some messages for my gemstones. What are the good things that are coming towards them for the rest of 2025? What are the good things that they can expect for the rest of 2025? Give me some messages for Gemini. Tell me about Gemini and the good things coming towards them. Okay. I'm going to pull another one for you because you got the same card as Virgo for this one, and I just want a different message for you as well. All right, cool. All right, gemstone. So let's talk about the good things coming towards you. The first card that you have here is purification, which is really amazing. There's something about you always being very like protected by the universe, protected by God, protected by your spirit guides. And this message is no different, but what comes with this is purification, or a total cleansing, or a total renew. You'll feel very rejuvenated. So you could be blessed with good healing, maybe from past wrongdoings against you. There's something about a karmic cleanse happening for you. So if you've been feeling like life has not been treating you so well, you could be getting a total karmic cleanse as well, so that moving forward in this chapter, you're only getting blessings and positive outcomes. Also, with that purification, again, I feel like you're going to be healing from something here. This is like a big release for you, okay? So you could have a lot of sensitive moments coming up for you, but it's helping you to release any pain that's been deeply stored inside. This is the kind of relief that comes when like someone does the big chop or they cut their hair. They kind of feel like they shed off some of the past not so good years, and they're moving ahead to their new identity, their new life. So this is what's happening for you and what you're being blessed with. We also have traffic cone here. So you're going to get some type of clarification about why you needed to remove yourself from certain situations and certain connections. You're being slowed down here, not because the universe, wants to see you fail, but more so because they want to see you win. There's something that if you weren't paying attention or if you could have been easily distracted, it would have set you back. So with this traffic cone, I feel like something is purposely not working or moving ahead because it's not the right situation. And pretty soon you will get clarity, or this will be illuminated for you so you understand very deeply. Because I feel like you could have been very confused about maybe why a certain connection wasn't moving forward, or why something with your job wasn't moving forward. What it was like redirection and protection. So something just was not going to be a good environment or circumstance for you, and you're going to finally understand why. You also have the card that also came out for Virgo. So you have the Child card. This one talks about you having a very beautiful beginning right now. There's a certain innocence about you, which is good because I feel like once we go through so much hard times, we kind of get cold. We become a little jaded, and it's because we don't have that innocence. We've been through the ringer. We kind of like are very cautious about situations, but you're going to feel very safe and free. You're going to have that energy of the Fool where you can kind of just take more risk and act a little bit more spontaneous, because you trust and you have faith that the universe is sending you through something good. And you're also feeling healed, okay? There's something about brand new, getting brand new things, new car, new home, new job, new friends, new city, new you, new love, okay? So things are not being refurbished in your life. You're getting brand new everything. So I love that for you. I think that's a big one. You're going to be more creative. You're going to feel more spontaneous, more carefree. There's something about new experiences as well, and also a fresh mindset. And then I wanted to pull this card since I already got this card today for another sign. Ugh, sorry, guys, been drinking a lot of water. All right, we have walking boots here. This is a good one because it talks about you starting a journey or a new adventure or feeling more adventurous. You could be taking your exit from a situation that no longer serves you and not feeling like you're being tempted to come back. You're walking away. You're going to have better self-reliance, believing in your capabilities, believing that you can get things done on your own and having success with that. You're taking some very important steps. You're going to be exploring new avenues here, new paths. You're going to be pursuing your own path. You're going to have a lot of freedom and independence, okay? So one thing wasn't working out, or something here wasn't working out, and you may have been trying, you could have been too concerned about how to make it work. Now you're feeling enlightened and empowered to go another route, to create your own path. This may not work this way, but there's still a very favorable outcome if you find some other path, all right? So that's kind of like the gist of what's coming towards you, but let's get into the tarot. All right, so Spirit, tell me about the good things coming towards my Geminis, my gemstones. What are the good things coming towards my gemstones for the rest of this year in 2025? What can they expect? Give me some messages for Gemini. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance and also Strength card, okay? So you're learning more about discipline and self-control. Like, you're definitely going through some type of transition, almost similar to like Six of Swords energy. And with that Six of Swords, you're moving to your happy place. You're moving to the light at the end of the tunnel. You're moving to what is your purpose and what's going to make sense for you, what works with you and not against you. But in that movement, that transition, there's always things from the past that come around to distract you, to get you to lean back into your old habits, to get you to repeat a cycle. And so I feel like with Temperance and a Strength card, you're being very patient for that light at the end of the tunnel. Whereas a lot of people get, annoyed with waiting and then end up going back to that same cycle that hurt them. So you're having incredible faith and discipline and working with the universe and showing them that you want better and you're going to have better, okay? All right, so here we have the Chariot that came out for you, which is really nice. We have the Fool, and we also have the Moon. All right, so let's talk about all of these cards. We're going to start off with the Chariot. With this Chariot, I feel like you're going to have some massive career and business success. Whatever you do, whatever your hustle is, and how you make your money, there's going to be a sudden increase with that. I feel like you're also going to feel like if there's any challenges or obstacles, it's kind of minuscule and not even on your level for you to get worked up about. It's something that you can overcome very easily. You're going to feel in control of your life again. And like you know exactly where you're headed and what direction to take. You have like the ultimate navigation of your life and you have the clarity now to act on it. You're going to be very driven and very motivated. You're going to have effortless work ethic, which is going to take you very far. All right. Let's talk about the Chariot. If you are moving on from a situation that kept you down in the dumps for a long time, like a breakup or a breakup of a friendship or even like something internal, personal to you, you are finally overcoming that and moving past that. You're moving on very successfully from that, okay? All right, so tell me about the Chariot for my gemstones. What does that mean for Gemini, for the good things coming towards them? All right, we have the Hangman here. So there's been a lack of progress on your part where you feel very stuck and stagnant and you just couldn't understand why. And I feel like it has something to do with the traffic cone. You may had to change your mindset or your perspective of how to get the results that you want, but not going through the same route. So something stumped you for a while because you're like, I need to go that way. But this traffic cone is like, forbidding me from going that way. And now you have this new mindset coming out of the Hangman where you can see that there's other opportunities all around you and you're ready to go after them and discover them. All right, so that's what I'm seeing here with the Hangman. You're coming out of that Hangman. You're having forward movement. You're having a ton of progress, especially in your finances or your career or business. All right, let's see what else is here. Judgment, okay? You could feel like you're getting a lot of second chances in life where there were certain opportunities that were called for you, but you were too afraid to act on them or you had too much going on distracting your mind from going towards them. So naturally, you could have missed out on the moment. But with this judgment, it's telling you that, hey, this is your second chance. What's for you is always for you. You weren't ready at that moment, but we feel like you're prepared now. What do you think? And it's almost like you have this very strong consciousness that you are prepared and you're already seeing yourself jumping timelines of where you're meant to be. All right. So I just see you being very driven, very motivated. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can distract you. You're making a ton of progress the rest of this year. All right. We also have the Fool here. And I did say something about that Fool, about like new experiences. Your self-identity is changing quite a bit. You may find that the things that you used to like, the places you used to go, and the people you used to hang around just don't fit your schedule anymore. All right. So this is like having new tastes for life, new experiences, indulging yourself in new hobbies, new interests, meeting new people, changing your type while you're dating. And it's a good decision and it leads you to where you're meant to be, the like-minded individuals in the right rooms, the right environments. What does this mean for gemstone? All right, Eight of Pentacles. Working really hard. You have great, incredible work ethic. And it's being recognized here, right? With these new people coming into your life or these new environments. It's very effortless, by the way. You won't feel exhausted after working. You'll feel ready for the next day. Like you're super motivated. You're having a ton of energy here with that Fool. You've also worked really hard to change your self-identity. So I've seen you've been putting a lot of work towards yourself behind the scenes. Even when you felt like life wasn't looking up for you or wasn't going the best, you still were putting in a lot of self-work. So all of this work that you put in before this change, it's going to make sense now. It's going to make sense why you felt called to change your environment. It's going to tell you why maybe you made that spontaneous move or why you felt like you need to break up with this person or stop hanging out with that friend group. Everything is going to start to line up and make sense. You have a new love interest coming towards you with that Fool. This is someone totally different than your normal type, okay? All right, we have the Devil here. Wherever you're going, there could have been like this There could have been this worry about you not fitting in or just something being super awkward in the beginning, but you had to like push yourself to try that new thing. Whoever is coming towards you or whatever environments that you're being called to be in, they're going to see you as perfection with that Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is like mastery or a perfection. So they're going to see you as perfection, maybe even their perfect girl or perfect guy. And with that Devil, the places that you felt were going to be a little awkward or just weird, or maybe that you wouldn't fit in right away, you're going to see that they get immediately infatuated with your energy, the type of person you are, and what you have to offer. All right, so with that Devil, for the good things coming towards you, people are being obsessed with your work or obsessed with your personality, who you are, your looks, and it's going to lead you to feeling highly favored, okay? So I see a positive with that Devil card. Also, some of you guys changing your environments is helping you with the Devil in your life, whether that was like a toxic situation or being manipulated, or if it was you were overindulgent in something or some type of habit or connection that wasn't good for you. It's going to help you distract yourself from that Devil that was on your shoulder, whatever kept calling you back. So these new people, these new circumstances, this new lover coming towards you, it's going to help you stay straight and narrow, okay? Oh my God, y'all hear my stomach? I'm hungry. All right, we have the Moon here. With that Moon, the good things coming towards you is that you're getting out of your head. You could be now facing your fears, you know, the things that you feared, the doubts that you had, you're facing them. You're putting yourself out there and just seeing what's happening. You're coming out of any limiting beliefs or paranoia about your life. You could also be addressing any feelings that you repressed for a long time so that you can finally heal and feel very clean and renewed and rejuvenated. Tell me about the Moon. Also feel like any fog or confusion around your life and your goals and where you're supposed to be going in your love life or whatever it is, you're going to start feeling like you have clarity and you understand life now. You understand why things had to happen. You understand why things are unfolding now. You understand what moves to take. You understand what's good for you and what's bad for you. All right. So there's a deep understanding here with the Moon for the good things coming towards you. Justice. All right. Now that you're coming out of this confusion, you could have felt like you had bad karma, or maybe life was cursed, or things just were not turning in your favor. But now in this chapter, you're going to have the clarity and see that the universe was working with you all along, protecting you, guiding you, and keeping you out of harm's way. With that Justice card, you're going to feel like you had good karma all along, where you may have felt very cursed before, okay? So no, you weren't hexed. You don't have a curse. Things were looking a little dim because you needed to be redirected. That's just all it is, okay? Tell me more with the Moon. Three of Wands. You also are going to have this energy, and a lot of people have been getting this, but you're going to have this energy of excitement, like, oh my God, life is about to get so much better for me. You're going to be in your room, like smiling from ear to ear. You may have moments where you're talking to yourself and just smiling, giggling. People may think you're crazy, but you're just really excited about what's about to unfold in your life because you can feel it in the air, all right? You can feel that life is going to take a change. You can feel your love life getting better. You can feel your finances getting better, your career, your business getting better. You can feel it in the air. You can't help but to get excited and smile. All right. And all it took was a little bit of direction and a little bit of decision making, not being indecisive and not making a decision just because you don't know the answers, but following your gut and your intuition. I feel like you're doing that now, so you could find that you're going to have a lot of harmony in your life and a lot of stability coming in, especially with new people coming towards you. These are very stable connections that are going to stay with you for a long time, or even be your next potential relationship, okay? All right, so that's what I have for you, Gemstone. I hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. Please make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on your next reading coming out very soon. And make sure to watch the collective portion because I will have a message in there for you. All right, bye, Gem. Hi, Cancer. All right, welcome back to the channel. So let's go ahead and do a deep dive about the good things coming towards you for the rest of the year. All right, so I hope that you're doing well, by the way. So tell me about my Cancers. What are the good things coming towards them the rest of 2025? What can they expect? What are the good things coming towards my Cancers for the rest of this year? What are the good things that they can expect to unfold naturally in their life? Tell me about my Cancers. What's the good things coming towards my Cancers for the rest of this year? What can they expect? Okay. All right. Cancer, the first card that we have here for you is openness. Were you afraid to be vulnerable anymore? I feel like something happened where you learned that your feelings were unsafe to express. You couldn't be really open about your truth, how you feel. You couldn't lead with integrity because maybe there was a lot of misunderstandings or miscommunication. Could feel like people take what you say and twist your words, or people just, may have came down on you for being open or sharing your thoughts. But for the rest of the year, or just like right now, could be the turning page. You're going to feel safe to be open with your feelings, with your emotions. You could be feeling safe to tell your truth, to speak up about something. You're going to be more vulnerable about what's going on in your life and opening up to people. And you feel like it's safe again. Or maybe you have this new sense of confidence where you just don't care what people think anyway. You may have seen that it wasn't that someone misunderstood you. Maybe someone was purposely misunderstanding you to undermine you or to make you feel unconfident. You're coming out of that, especially with this moon card energy. You're coming out of any insecurities that you may have had from a certain situation. You're coming out of maybe a very deep sadness that you've been repressing. And you're coming out of that more enlightened, okay? We also have the lotus flower here. So you could be having some type of enlightenment where you kind of just are more sure of yourself. You understand, the universe a little bit better, and you feel confident to move forward and be your true self, your true identity. Also, I see a lot of communication coming in from a certain someone. All right, with this moon energy of the openness card and the lotus flower, it feels like this person struggled to let you know how they were feeling or what they were going through. They could have seemed very detached or very aloof. This person could have felt like they were hiding themselves from you. But now this person is reaching out to you and showing that they're visible and that they're open to communicating. They could be feeling some type of what's the word I want to use? They could be having some type of change of heart where they feel like they need to get something off their chest and tell you something, or just being more open about what happened, what transpired, what caused them to stop communicating, what happened in the separation. So you're getting some messages, back to back messages from someone who finally feels like they need to share their truth to you. Okay. Someone that you were trying to get the truth from them, but they just were avoidant. All right. And then we also have the rabbit card here, which is interesting. All right. So you could expect a very positive new beginning coming in your life. There's something very desirable about you. So maybe you're showing yourself a little bit more. You're being more open with your, how you dress, how you express yourself, your body, your face. You're coming out more. So you're way more desirable right now. Also, you're coming out of being timid or shy or not confident about something. You could have a sudden increase in your finances or a sudden increase in your momentum, sudden increase in your looks, okay? There's a sudden increase coming towards you. You're becoming way more clever and smarter than most people around you, okay? You're picking up on situations a little bit more faster. You're a little bit more keen than a normal person. You also going to find some resources that maybe you've been overlooking that are going to come in handy. So this is like going through an old storage unit or going in your attic or even in your garage and finding something that can become very useful for you that maybe you can monetize off of, or that may help you out of a situation right now. Also, fertility. So those of you who are looking for procreation, you definitely could be very favorable in that, of making a child, making a baby. All right, so there's something about fertility and multiplying, maybe multiplying your tribe. And last but not least, sex. Sex is going to be a good thing that's coming towards you, whether you're having a really great sexual partner, whether it's just really safe to put yourself out there and let your freak flag fly, or you're just having someone who's like really thrilling you in the bedroom. Or maybe you're showing off some new moves that you didn't know you had within you. So, sex is going to be one of the good things coming towards you, okay? But also knowing that you're very fertile, or maybe the person that you're sleeping with could be very fertile. So, keeping that in mind, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and see what this means for you, Cancer. Give me some messages for my Cancers. What are the good things coming towards them for the rest of this year? What can they expect? Good things coming towards my Cancers for the rest of this year. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Death card, and behind that, we have the Eight of Swords. So, what's really ending in your life and what's causing this big transformation or glow up for you is that you're now getting out of your head. You could be getting out of a place where you may feel like strict rules were imposed on you, or there could have been high expectations about you that you felt like were impossible for you to meet. You're coming out of that. You're coming out of limiting beliefs, fear, doubt, paranoia, or anxiety. You're not overthinking your actions anymore. You're just doing. And you feel really pleased with the outcome of the things that you put yourself out there to do. So you're coming out of this, and this is also what's starting this glow up for you, this level up, this upgrade, this transformation, or even this rebirth for you. All right. So the cards coming out for you are the Moon, which makes sense because even with that openness card, we had the energy of the moon. And then Temperance is also coming out for you. And last but not least, we have the Six of Pentacles. All right. So with that moon, I feel like you are becoming more self-assured. You are going to have a greater sense of self-worth. You are going to become more confident because that moon could have made a lot of illusions over your life. It could have made you feel very insecure about certain things where that's not the normal you. And so you're coming out of that with the good things coming towards you with the moon. With that moon too, any deep feelings of anger, disappointment, sadness, or even anxiety that you tried to suppress and you didn't really want to deal with in that moment, you're finally having the courage to deal with them and then release them. So you could be coming out of any insecurities, any deep sadness. If you were in a depression, you're coming out of that, which is really nice. If you were irritated by a situation or really confused about a situation, you're getting clarity so that you can release that. So there's some deep healing happening for you as well. All right. Also, more clarity overall. So the moon confuses the mind, it can put you in a very confusing place because it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. But when you're coming out of the moon, you're starting to feel clarity again. You know exactly what you're meant to do, what your purpose is. You know how to get to your goals. You just kind of start to feel like you can start walking because you know where you're headed. All right, so tell me about the moon for the good things coming towards Cancer. We have Strength card here, okay? So with that moon as well, I feel like with the Strength card, you're becoming more disciplined in your daily routine. You may have put yourself on a, strict schedule and you're actually keeping it up very effortlessly. All right. Also, too, you could also be finding out why some type of routine wasn't working for you. So if you put yourself on a meal plan, or if you put yourself on maybe vitamins, or if you put yourself on a certain schedule and you weren't seeing the results, the reason that it wasn't working was being hidden from you for some reason, or you just couldn't figure it out and now you're seeing it. If you were taking vitamins, to up your energy, but you were ended up feeling more tired, you're coming to the root cause of that, whether that was like a health issue that could be easily resolved, or if that was like the wrong supplement for you. Maybe you were overdosing, your levels were already high, if you were on a certain diet and you weren't losing weight and you couldn't figure it out because this is supposed to be the diet of the ages, it's a certain food that maybe was a part incorporated in your diet that's the reason that you're not losing. So I don't know what it is for you. We can talk about a million things, but there's something here where you couldn't figure out why you were having this lack of progress or why you couldn't stay disciplined. And now you're finding the culprit and you're exiting it out so that you can now be very disciplined, very straightforward. You're having great self control as well. So if you were having bad self control with like doing something overly indulgently that wasn't healthy for you, you're finding out the root cause. You're no longer confused about why this is happening. I see you just being super motivated and great discipline, great work ethic, which means a lot of reward within your business or your career. All right, we have the High Priestess here as well. You're coming out of this moon trusting your gut and trusting your intuition. When it comes to how you feel about certain things, you're no longer going to question yourself or second guess yourself. If something feels off, then it's simply off. If something feels amazing, then it's simply amazing. You're not going to go back and forth in your mind about why it's amazing or why it's off. You just have an inner knowing that you trust really solidly. So I feel like this is also a big blessing or a good thing that's coming towards you, is being able to trust your gut in positive moments and in negative moments so that you don't second guess and go back and forth in your mind or overthink your decisions. Okay. And I do see that here with the Nine of Swords as well. All right. So we're coming out of that, especially when it comes to your finances. I feel like you were replaying your decisions in your head. You may have made purchases, then immediately took it back to the store to refund. You couldn't really get a clear decision, clear forecast on your finances, if they're going to be going up, if you need to be saving for a rainy day. I feel like you're getting much more deeper clarity on your money and moving with more confidence. All right, we have Temperance here. With Temperance, this just lets me know that you're getting back to your healthy balance of things. You're not doing too little of things and you're not doing too much of things. You're doing just what is perfectly balanced for yourself, Cancer. So I don't know if you went into overdrive, like maybe became a workaholic, or you were working out excessively, or you were dieting excessively, or if you're partying excessively, if you're drinking way too much than you normally do, smoking too much than you normally do. It's not saying that you're doing something cold turkey and making the dramatics out of it or condemning yourself for doing these things. It's more so of a reflection of that time and saying, I didn't like who I was during that time. I need to dial it back. So you could just be drinking in moderation, drinking on the weekends, drinking when you are out and about with people, but maybe not at home anymore. You could be cutting down your smokes. You're like, maybe smoking too much is cutting into my budget and I need to slow it down. You could be not overworking yourself anymore and not feeling like you have to overwork to keep up with or keep ahead. You're now finding a healthy balance here. So it shows that you can still live your life, because with that moon, I get so much like worry and anxiety. So there's something that you were doing, um, but you started to feel like, oh, if I don't get a grasp on this, I'm going to ruin my life. It got really dramatic. Now you're coming out of that with a new mindset and feeling empowered. And it's like, I can still do that, but I just need to cut it back some, or just make sure that I have a healthy balance in my life, something that's balancing that out. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So now you're feeling more positive about that. Tell me about Temperance. If your character was being misjudged, by the way, Temperance lets me know that people are going to recognize how good of a person you are, okay? All right, we have Chariot here. So you're going to be feeling very driven, motivated. You're going to have a lot of success towards your goals or even in your career or business. But it comes from moderation, or it comes from not overindulging, not doing too much, not doing too little. Just finding a healthy balance, okay? And this is the secret to your success. We have the Star as well. So this could have been a really uncomfortable time where it felt like all odds were against you, but you're having some type of miracle here where I don't know what it is, because, this person's holding the bottle, right? And sometimes when we go through really deep times, you could kind of like lean on the bottle. But I'm just going to make an example. It's almost like, because you're going to be having so much progress, someone who knows you could be coming towards you and being like, wow, Cancer, oh my God, you're making so much money right now and you seem on top of the world. You must have put the bottle down for good. I'm proud of you. And it's almost one of those things where you kind of like, actually, I didn't put it down for good. I just been doing it less and I'm still finding success, you know? So I also feel like it's empowering because there was something that you could have been doing that you were condemning yourself for. You felt like, you know, it was a habitual situation that you couldn't get a grasp of, and you were almost about to be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore for good. I don't think I'm one of those people who can handle this in my life. But you're finding that no, you are you know, you're superhuman. You can handle this in your life. It's just all about discipline, self-control, restraint, and moderation. You can still have whatever that is, but it just needs to be cut down a little bit. You don't have to lead on this boring life or this cookie cutter life. You can still have your fun. You can still do this from time to time, but you do need to cut back because that could have been stopping your progress, or that could have been bringing you more chaos, more obstacles than what you would have had if you weren't doing it excessively. Okay. So with that star, you're having this realization, you're healing as well so that you can see things a little bit differently. You're giving yourself a little bit more grace and you're saying, okay, I have the power to turn this off for a little bit, but I'm not going to give it up because I do have fun with this at some times. So whatever that is, okay? Whatever that is for you, I just feel like you're finding your healthy medium and you're not going to go back to that place where maybe you're using it as a crutch. Last but not least, we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's a lot of generosity coming towards you, and you're going to be highly favored by people, in situations, and even by the universe. You're going to find that your output generates more input. No, sorry. Your input, what you give out, is going to generate a much greater output of what you receive. Okay. So you may not be going so hard anymore. You may not be giving the most, and you don't have to because you're always going to get the most in return. All right, Six of Pentacles is Eight of Cups. So you could be leaving or detaching from a situation that you don't feel like you're getting your true worth or you're not being treated well. And what I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, wherever you're headed is going to have a much generous offer. So if this is a new job, if this is a new friend, a new lover, whatever you left behind and where you're heading towards is going to have a much generous offer for you. Better salary, better benefits. Maybe someone is planning better dates for you. Someone gives you better communication. Someone gives you better love. Whatever it is, you're definitely getting an upgrade here. All right, Ten of Swords as well. Okay, so while you're receiving this, you may feel like this is weird timing. You are coming out of that Ten of Swords, so I don't feel like you're depressed anymore, or you may be getting out of some type of devastation, but it just feels very weird. You, even when you're getting this generous offer, you almost feel like you need to take your time and not get so wound up over it. Like if you meet a really cool person and they keep giving you all this money, all these gifts, all these dates, you a part of you with that Ten of Swords is kind of like not allowing yourself to enjoy it, or just being very careful about how you enjoy it or how you're seen enjoying this. I don't know if I'm making sense. You're going to be feeling really pleased by this with the King of Cups, and you're going to want to chase this with the King of Wands. But it's almost like you're telling yourself, don't chase, don't act too excited, be very reserved. Even though you're getting everything that you deserve right now, be very reserved. You almost don't want to be overly excited or happy because you experience a great loss most recently within a friendship, a connection, maybe even a job. So it's almost like you're excited, but you are very careful about how you show it. Yeah, but this is a very solid offer. It's not going anywhere. So you can jump for joy. You can do your backflip. This is not a fleeting opportunity. This is coming in really fast and it's very real. And it's going to have longevity in your life, okay? So you don't have to overthink about how you respond or how happy you are or if there's a lesson attached to it. It's just meant for you. It's meant for you to grab it and grow. So whether this is a new connection or maybe even like a job, sorry y'all, maybe even a job, I feel like you can be really excited about this connection and knowing that it has longevity, or this opportunity has longevity. This job is going to stick with you for as long as you want it to. All right, so there's nothing to be worried about here. So yeah, this is the good things coming towards you, Cancer. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for the collective portion because there will be a message in there for you. All right, bye guys. Hi Leo. All right, so this will be the good things coming towards you for the rest of the year, the rest of 2025. So I hope that you're doing well, and we're going to jump right in and see what are the good things coming towards Leo for the rest of this year. What can Leo expect for the good things to come towards them very shortly? What are the good things coming towards my Leos? Give me some messages, please. What are the good things coming towards my Leos? Good things coming towards Leo. Give me one card here. Oh, wow, Leo. Wow, you're getting double confirmation today. I think that's so special, okay? There is something very special about you and also your reading today. I feel like one of the biggest blessings that's coming towards you, the good things that's coming towards you the rest of this year, is stillness. Also, what I'm seeing about you, you have a very regal energy, Leo. You have this energy of the swan, very regal, very beautiful, very elegant, elevated. Okay, maybe you have been not waking up to just how special you are. It feels like you have been placing yourself in certain rooms or in certain situations or even connections that are not good enough for you. That you're deserving of something much more elevated, a more elevated experience. And maybe it takes you being still or even having a pause and reflective moment to come out of that, to see what you deserve, okay? And I also feel like you have the butterfly here and you also have the butterfly card here. So there could be something very special and connective about butterflies right now. Butterflies could be your confirmation. Butterflies could be your sign, your synchronicity. There's something about the butterfly and maybe metamorphosis of how you're going to have a crazy glow up before the end of this year, or you're having this big transformation, this big rebirth, but also butterfly effect. There's some type of really important decision that you're making that's going to change your life forever and really start opening doors for you. So if you had to leave a situation most recently and maybe you're feeling very confused about that or even a little sad, this is about to propel you into your future, into your destiny, and also like a lot of blessings. There could be, I always feel like, sometimes God or the universe won't bless you if you're in the wrong rooms. If you're around people who may be users or, people who are jealous of you, envy you. So there could have been something like that within like maybe a friend group, with family, at a certain workplace, or even in a relationship where you're realizing that maybe life has slowed down and felt very stagnant because you were just in the wrong room. All right. And so with this butterfly card, double confirmation, this talks about your metamorphosis. All right. Also, time. So, timing is everything. So, you could find that divine timing is actually something real. Maybe you didn't really understand the concept, but you will very soon with the positive things that are coming towards you. It's telling you to be open, maybe being open to change, embracing change. All right, there's a deep evolution of your soul happening right now. So, a deep enlightenment that you could be going through. You could be rising up past conflict, challenges, or just even having an upgrade in life. All right. You also will find inspiration again. So if you haven't been feeling really inspired or you just kind of just don't know who you are right now, you will have that deep inspiration that will unlock for you for the rest of this year. And last but not least, but really a great message, is that you're going to be reinventing yourself, which is major. It's huge. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Let's get some tarot and see the good things coming towards my Leos. All right, what are the good things coming towards Leo for the rest of the year? What can they expect for the good things to happen and unfold naturally in their life? All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. Okay. So there definitely is this. Oops. I should not be showing that card. I might have to edit that out because there's a lot of tits. Okay. Sorry. All right. So with that Lovers, guys, I feel like with this card, you're just going to be making better decisions for your highest good. Not saying that you are a terrible decision maker, but you may be looking back and reflecting throughout this year and realizing that some of the decisions that you made did not reflect who you are deeply inside. Like the certain environments that you chose, the people that you dated, maybe even the friends that you keep, something just really does not speak to your soul and it's not you. So you're finding yourself and you're going to be making decisions moving forward the rest of the year that align with what you want, your goals and your mindset, your values, all of the above. And you may find that you're leading a more happier, more lively life from that. All right. There's also this energy of you making a pact with yourself, like maybe to never repeat a situation or a cycle, or maybe even to put yourself out there more, be more expressive. Okay. Because I do get this energy that you have been kind of like shrinking within yourself, which is not normal for a Leo. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be visible. You're meant to get total exposure. But maybe you just haven't been feeling naturally like you want that. And you are going to be coming back to that, okay? I see a big glow up for you. All right, so we do have the 10 of Cups here, and this is the card of safety. All right, so who is your safe place? Maybe you're having to find that again. You know, the 10 of Cups talks about community as well. So this involves your family, your friends, who you work with, your neighborhood, your neighbors, and also in love. Who do you feel deeply supported with? By, excuse me, who do you feel deeply supported by? Who is supporting you without envy or without an ulterior motive? Okay, maybe that's something that you really missed the mark on. Just living naturally, maybe feeling a little gullible or naive because you couldn't see the true enemies probably right in front of you. And I do feel like that situation has come to an end because we do have the 10 of Swords, which we'll talk about in a second. But it definitely was a process. It wasn't something that you just woke up with clarity overnight and did. You had to go through some really tough situations to kind of wake up and see who may have been hating on the Leo, okay? So I feel like the good things coming towards you, or one of the good things coming towards you for the rest of the year, you're going to feel safe. Safe with your environment, maybe where you lay your head, your home. This also could be safe within, you know, the people, the company that you keep, that you can openly share, and you know that their intentions are true, that no one's trying to deceive you or mess with you in the wrong way. All right. And then also, there's a ton of support coming from the people who really love you. So you can see that family is really rising to the occasion and supporting you right now. True family members. There's some good friends that you may have overlooked in the situation because you've been going through it, that are going to rise to the occasion for you and show you their complete support of you. There may be even a lover or a new lover that's coming towards you that's going to be totally supportive of Leo and love you very strongly. So this is an energy of nurturing, but I also feel like this is how you feel comfortable in your environment, in your skin, in your home. Something has changed. Something has ended that allows you to feel like you can have more freedom, or you feel safe to be yourself. Okay, so let's see what that's about with the 10 of Cups. You may find that you're making up with family, okay? So I do see something about making up with family that you may have not talked to for months or maybe years. And it feels safe to move forward with them. Like maybe you feel a sense of renewal, or you just feel like you can trust whoever this is now moving forward. They also may be showing you some type of deep support when you most need it. What's the 10 of Cups for my Leos? We have the 9 of Cups, okay? So when it comes to the support or recognition or this love that you're getting from your community, your friends, your true friends, true family, true love, you're going to feel like you got the best deal out of the bargain. With that 9 of Cups, this is when things are just happening way better than you expected and you're being spoiled by the universe. So you'll be spoiled by love, and comfort. You'll feel comfortable finally. You'll feel happy again. Okay, you're getting your happiness back. If you went through this Ten of Swords, you know how daunting this can be and how sad and, very low emotional state and low vibes this could be. So you're finally coming out of that and being able to turn a new page, being really happy and feeling very supported, like everybody has your back. The right people have your back, okay? You could be walking away from a situation that you no longer care about. Like you just kind of are detaching from someone here. You're starting to see their true colors. See what else is here. And I feel like that's the best thing for you. That could be you walking away from this, could be your butterfly effect, where just a lot of positive things start happening after you let go of the baggage, okay? We also have the Empress here. So you could find yourself having a stronger relationship with your mom, or if you're a mother, you could be having a way stronger relationship with your children. You may feel like you have the energy and vitality to really parent the way that you want to. So some of you who are parents, you may have felt like there was a disconnect with you and your children while you were going through a tough time, that you weren't able to be there for them or spend time with them like you wanted to, or just be very emotionally open. But now, as you're leaving this burden alone, you can find that you'll be strengthening that connection and feeling like your normal self again. And also some with your mom, there's something about your mom. Maybe you and your mom are making up, or you're going to feel a lot of support from your mother. Also, with that Ten of Cups and the Empress, there's something so beautiful about life for the rest of the year that's going to put you in a big energy of creativity. You could be finding an idea, a very creative idea for a business, or maybe even for content creation, or even like a project at work. But you're finding some inspiration, and there's a spark of creativity that you will find a lot of happiness from. Look out for new hobbies and new interests. One of the two will be carrying you throughout the rest of this year, making you happy, allowing time to pass without you overthinking or worrying or living in doubt. This will bring you a lot of happiness. So I don't know what this is. Like maybe you're going to be making jewelry, maybe you're going to be painting, I don't know. But whatever this is, I see like a big smile on your face because it kind of puts you at a lot of peace and harmony. All right. Let's talk about the Ten of Swords because there's some type of decision that you had to make to end your suffering that was really hard for you to make, okay? With that Two of Swords, I just feel like you felt like maybe you needed to prove yourself. Like if you gave this up, then you were somehow a failure. All right? So I don't know what that is. Sometimes the Ten of Swords can talk about like divorce, So think about that. Some people may be so concerned about seeming like a failure in their divorce. Oh, I'm a failure because my marriage didn't work, versus caring about themselves and how they're being hurt and damaged every step of the way. So it's something similar to that where it's a big ending, maybe of a connection, a relationship, a workplace situation. But you had to do it because if not, this would just literally rip you to pieces. And it was really hard for you to make that decision. And I feel like you just didn't want people to judge you if you were going to walk away from this, if it didn't work. Six of Swords. So you're in a transitional period for the rest of the year. Just getting out of that funk, finding joy in life again, finding your spark, being supported. And you have to know that during this time, I also see this energy of like whoever you are cutting ties with, it seems like they're not trying hard to salvage the connection or save it. And that could be hurtful because you may feel like, damn, did I not mean as much to this person? But what I'm seeing with that Six of Swords and also with the good things coming towards you, your spirit guides and God or the universe could purposely be stopping this person from distracting you. It's almost like, yes, this person does care. And yes, they do want to reach out and try to fix things and show you that they care. But the universe is purposely setting off bombs or creating tower moments in this person's life so that they leave you alone. All right. I feel like this is not meant to be, especially with all the damage that is done. So if you've been feeling kind of like insecure or kind of feeling like, damn, did I not mean anything to this person? They're not even trying hard. This is purposely happening because the universe feels like major doors about to open for you, and you need to have complete focus and concentration on that, and maybe not be tempted to repeat a cycle, okay? So if this person's not, you know, giving you the attention that you deserve, that's a good thing. Yeah, Ten of Swords is coming out twice, okay? So also, the rest of the year is going to be very happy, but there are going to be slight memories, maybe around your home or, you know, in your day-to-day, whatever you get into, that remind you of the situation or this person. So it's going to be very important for you to, you know, watch where you're stepping and give yourself love, you know, give yourself patience and understanding for what you're going through. But I do feel like one day you're going to wake up, and this could be in November, and you're just literally not going to care anymore at all. You may have a I don't care attitude right now, but I do see you waking up in November and feeling like this shit doesn't faze me. I don't care. All right. So there is a big detachment from that Ten of Swords that's going to lead you to really focusing on all these beautiful blessings that are coming towards you. We also have the Three of Wands. So there's something that you've been anticipating, like maybe a major goal of yours, or maybe a new job, or travel, even relocation. You've been anticipating this for some time, but all of a sudden you're getting this funny feeling in your stomach where you're getting butterflies, okay? And you may feel like nervous, like you're not as confident as you used to be when you used to think about this. And the reason being with that Three of Wands is because it's right around the corner. You know, it's kind of like when you sign up for your school play and you're so excited to play the lead, and you're excited, you're confident, and then it's the day before the show. And now you're getting nervous, you know, you're feeling a little insecure. You're like, can I really do this? You almost want to chicken out. And it's the reason being is because it's the excitability that it's so close. It's not really that you're nervous, that you're not prepared, that you're afraid. It's more so that you are so excited and you don't know what to expect with this new beginning. So you have something that's right around the corner for you, a big blessing, a major goal that you've been wishing for, you've been wanting for so long, and it's literally right through the door, okay? So let's see what's going on with that, with the Three of Wands. You are more than prepared for this, but you just kind of are psyching yourself out, okay? Whatever this is. Let's see. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, you've been so patient with this and you've been so excited about it for the longest. Now that it's finally coming into your life, you feel so nervous and you almost want to chicken out. Let's see what else is here. The Sun, everything is going to work out in your favor and even better than you expected. That's the Nine of Cups, and that's the Sun. This is going to be a very positive turnaround for you, and you're going to feel very confident in that fact. I mean, you are the Sun, Leo, okay? So it's almost like remembering who you are and feeling confident about this blessing that's coming towards you. Some of you guys could be relocating, going on a trip, or maybe even moving. Some of you guys have a new job or a promotion or raise on the way. Some of you guys are being called to acting your skill, your talent, your passion, or your purpose. There's an opportunity coming that's literally right around the corner, and you feel nervous or uneasy because you can feel how close it is. All right. So this is going to be your butterfly effect. This is going to unlock a very positive timeline in your life. You're reaching a major checkpoint here, and you're also getting good karma for all the bad that's been done to you. All right, you're on the good side of karma, which means that you did what you were supposed to do, and you led with a lot of integrity. You treated people very well. Unfortunately, you didn't get the same in return, but you will receive blessings for what you've been through. All right, so that's what I have for you, Leo. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to watch the collective portion because there will be a message there for you as well. All right, bye guys. Hi Virgo. All right, welcome back to the channel. So this will be for you, Virgo, the good things that are coming towards you for the rest of this year. All right, so what good things can my Virgos expect to happen for them and unfold for the rest of this year? I hope that you're doing well, by the way. All right, tell me, for my Virgos, what are the good things coming towards them and what can they expect for the rest of the year? What are the good things coming towards Virgo? All right, let's talk about it, Virgo. Okay, so the first card I have here for you is Illumination. Whatever parts of your life that felt very dark and very lonely and like you were overlooked are going to finally have a sudden light shining from that. So I feel like, for example, say your love life feels like it sucks and you're just not meeting the right people. And even when it comes to maybe an ex that you could have a second chance with, it's just not aligning perfectly. And it just feels like this has been a total bust in your life. That portion of your life, that category or section of your life is going to be illuminated. If you, in your career or your business, you feel like you've been overlooked, overshadowed, left out in the cold, and certain positive things are not happening there, that's going to be illuminated. A lot of positivity and a lot of recognition and, success is going to come from that. So, whatever parts of your life, and this can be more than one part of your life, whether it's like with family, friendships, your social circle, maybe adventure, feeling like you want to live life more spontaneously and feeling like life is like lackluster, or your career, or even a love situation, that is now having a heavy focus and a lot of visibility for you in. So you could see that things are going to start unfolding for you very beautifully in those certain categories, whatever that is for you, okay? We have mountains here. So I feel like the good thing coming towards you is that you're going to be able to overcome any obstacles that have been stagnating you. Any challenges or indifferences that have been coming into your life, any inconsistencies are finally going to be settled and cast aside so that you can move forward. All right, so you're going to be overcoming some type of really tough obstacle. And again, in some type of category of your life that you felt like you weren't having forward movement or weren't getting what you deserved, the good karma that you deserved, you're finally going to get that. And then last but not least, you have the Child card. So this talks about you having a very beautiful beginning or maybe the start of the next chapter of your life. There's a certain innocence that you do have. So the universe is recognizing that what you've been through is not what you deserve, and they're going to be turning the table for you. You're going to have something very brand new. So new love could be coming in, maybe a new job, a new business adventure, maybe new travels, maybe you're relocating. And with this, you're going to have a new sense of creativity where you're feeling very inspired and you're feeling like ideas come to you very naturally. Now, this is interesting. On this card, it talks about spontaneous energy. So, yes, you're getting that spontaneity back in your life. You're going to have a sense of adventure here. You're going to feel very carefree and childlike, like very playful with how good life is getting. All right. Also, there's something that you have never experienced before that's a positive that's coming into your life, whether that's like a great love or a booming career, a booming business, or maybe even like a good friendship. You're going to be able to experience that. So there's very new experiences coming in your life that are only positive. All right. And then you also could have a fresh perspective here. So there's something about having a fresh perspective or a fresh mindset on your life and just feeling more positive about what you're about to do. All right, so let's see what this means for you, Virgo. All right, give me some messages for my Virgos, please. Oops. What are the good things coming towards Virgo for the rest of this year? What are the good things coming towards Virgo for the rest of this year? Give me some messages. Oops. Good things coming towards my Virgos. Alrighty. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Star. You are the type of person, Virgo, that when you're going through a tough time or you have any burdens in your life, you tend not to share that with people. And you don't like to cast your burdens on others, even when you feel like when others do it to you all the time. And you help fix things in people's lives all the time. But when it comes to you, there's a certain shame that you could have had towards letting people know that you're not really enjoying certain aspects of your life, or you're having a tough time with them and you've had to deal with these burdens all alone. But with that star, it lets me know that whatever you've been holding back from sharing with other people, whatever tough battle that has been ongoing for you, you're about to receive a deep wish fulfillment in that, or a big miracle with that star. All right, so let's talk about the cards that came out for you, Virgo. You have the Queen of Wands, which I love for you, especially in this circumstance. You have the Nine of Cups, which is a really great card. And you also have the Six of Pentacles, okay? And that's really nice as well. All right, so let's talk about the Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, I feel like whether you're masculine or you're feminine, you're going to have this energy where you're not chasing after your dreams, or you're not chasing after your next come up or your next positive outcome. It's going to flow to you very naturally. The Queen of Wands is an energy of attracting and not chasing. That chasing could have left you very tired and feeling defeated and feeling disappointed because you put in so much energy and effort to make something work and it just wasn't unfolding for you. But with that Queen of Wands, you can sit back and relax and know that your desires, your manifestations are coming towards you. You're no longer needing to seek them out or really put in so much effort to get them to work the way that you want them to. They're just going to work naturally. With that Queen of Wands too, there's something about your body. You could be becoming more toned. Maybe you're losing weight here. The good combo here is the Nine of Cups with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a really nice, tight body. It's a very sexy body. Nine of Cups can talk about overindulgence, like eating a lot. And I feel like no matter what you eat during this time, no matter what you indulge in, whether it's a couple drinks or not, it's not affecting your weight. Okay, so you could be very lucky with your metabolism also with those two cards as a combination. But with that Queen of Wands, you're coming off very sexy, very desirable, and very attractive. And nothing's going to miss you. So there's no opportunity or blessing that if you're not putting yourself out there, it's going to miss you. This is kind of that energy of it coming towards you naturally. All right. All you have to do is show up for yourself and just be, be your best self every day. And that's how these new opportunities are coming towards you. You could be attracting new love situations, new friendships, new job situations, new adventures. All right. Tell me about the Queen of Wands for Virgo. Six of Cups. Okay, so maybe someone from your past or past energies could be very attracted to you during this time. Excuse me, sorry. This could be like an ex that's coming towards you or wanting to come towards you and reconcile. This could be past friends. You also could be intuitively pulled to old environments. So you may be frequenting old places that you used to go, and you may see someone familiar there. All right, let's see what else is here. You're getting back to your old self, by the way, your more confident self, the one who is more expressive, the social butterfly. You're getting back to that energy and feeling very confident in it. All right, especially with that moon. Something was just, if there's some type of unresolved issues between you and an old friend or old lover, I see this person coming towards you to fix that. You guys both may miss each other right now and be remembering the positive times. And finally, something is going to make sense because that moon made things very unclear between you two for the longest time. With that moon, for the good things coming towards you, you're going to get out of any insecurities that may have come across, where you'll be feeling more confident. You're feeling better self-esteem, better self-worth. Any feelings that you repress deep down inside, you're going to feel ready to deal with them and release them so that this is not burdening you anymore. I see a lot of positive emotions of happiness, excitability, and gratitude. And I see you leaving behind sadness, depression, or even frustration. All right, we have the Nine of Cups here, which I love. This is the card of happiness. So you could find yourself very happy. You could be indulging in yourself a lot, like putting yourself first, prioritizing yourself, really having a deep sense of love for yourself. Okay, so there's a lot of self-love coming out here. You could find that circumstances and outcomes are happening much better than you expected them to happen. You're going to be very pleased with where your life is going and the certain blessings that are coming towards you. You're also very highly favored here. You could be someone's dream girl or dream guy that's coming towards you as well. Tell you more about the Nine of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. It shows that you've been very patient for your time to shine, where things are just happening your way. You could have watched a lot of people around you get their way with life and just living their best life and wondering, why not me? But that didn't stop you, and that didn't make you condemn the universe. You just stayed very patient for your time. And now is your time, all right? During the rest of this year, you're going to see that you're getting everything you want plus more. Death card, okay? With this also comes a really big glow up or transformation. You're having some inner rebirth that's going to have you glowing from the inside out. So you could expect that your body's going to be changing quite a bit right now. You also could be hungrier, but I just don't see that food that you're gulping down is going to mess with your weight. Like, you have a higher metabolism, or something's very healthy about your metabolism right now in your digestion, okay? Those of you who have been having digestive issues, like irritable bowel syndrome is one of them, I think. Or what else would it be? Another one? I don't know. You may find that you're able to eat what you want to eat now after having some very steady discipline about your diet. So now you could be introducing new foods towards yourself and feeling like, I'm healed, you know, like my stomach is now coexisting with me perfectly. So that's a specific message for some of you. What else can you tell me about the Nine of Cups? Some of you guys are calling in your dream job or your dream person with this Nine of Cups, and it's going to work out much better than you thought. We have Temperance here, so I don't see you overindulging with the Nine of Cups like it usually says, of like overeating, over drinking, really indulging in yourself, becoming a little selfish. Yes, you could be becoming a little selfish, but you're keeping a really healthy balance where you're not coming off as obnoxious to other people. And also when it comes to the really fun things and the spontaneous things, the new adventures that are coming into your life, you're keeping a healthy medium so that you don't have your head in the clouds. So you could be going out a little bit more, maybe partying a little bit more, going on trips, but you're also making sure that you're at work on time the next day. So there's a healthy medium here, and it's going to make you feel really happy, okay? And last but not least, we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's something about very generous offers coming towards you. Generous offers in love, in friendship, in family. Generous offers within your business, within your career, your hustle. Generous offers towards anything that's coming towards you with some type of opportunity. It's very generous. You could expect yourself to be highly favored during this time by the universe. I always feel like the Nine of Cups is God's favorite. And then with the Six of Pentacles, you're being highly favored as well by your community, by people around you, people who want to get to know you. They're not bringing you any little offer. You're getting the biggest offer without even giving much on the table, without bringing much to the table, okay? Or giving much on the table, because you bring a lot to the table, but you may not be putting all of what you have to offer out there, but still getting the most generous offer back, okay? What's the Six of Pentacles? We have the Star. So expect some type of very charitable action from someone that wants to help you out of some type of tough time. Someone feels like you could need a helping hand, and what they give you is much more than you expected. It's a very, very generous offer. It's like, wow, you really didn't have to do that, but they feel called to do so. All right, this could be something about a new job, or this could be something about maybe some money, some inheritance coming towards you, or an incredible gift that's going to have longevity in your life. I feel like you're just getting the most generous offer. If you're single and you're looking for love, your next person is going to be super generous towards you. They're going to want to give you the world. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is like a saving grace in a tough situation. Some type of opportunity is going to fall in your lap to turn your situation around. And it could be an instant turnaround. It doesn't feel sluggish. It feels like whatever you're being given is like a lifeline. All right, so there's some blessing that's coming in that feels last minute, but it's coming in right on divine timing. I see you taking advantage of this opportunity or this connection, and you can see that things grow and change in your life very miraculously with the star. All right, so that's what I have for you. So Virgo, that's what I have for you. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss on the next reading, and make sure that you're watching the collective portion because there will be a message in there for you. All right. All right. Bye, guys. Hi, Libra. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing the good things coming towards you for the rest of 2025, the rest of the year. I hope that you guys are doing well. Let's jump right into your reading and see what are the good things coming towards my Libras the rest of this year. What can they expect to unfold in their life that's going to come very naturally and effortlessly to them? The good things, the blessings, everything good that's coming towards my Libras for the rest of 2025. Please allow those messages to come out. All right, Libra. So the first card coming out for you is the card of healing chaos. And I think this is a huge one. I feel like whatever turmoil you've been going through, if there's a certain situation or person in your life who just has been bumping heads with you, always bringing you drama, always bringing you conflict, that's finally going to take a turnaround. I feel like this person is finally understanding the stress that they've been putting you through and going to stop those bad actions towards you. Or if it comes to a certain unstable environment, it's finally getting stable and feeling more secured. All right. I also see the butterflies in this card. You could be having a crazy transformation, okay? Like not just the normal transformation, like crazy, like fast results, big ass glow up, big level up. Life is taking an upgrade overnight, like something huge, monumental. All right, so it's almost like you had to go through the worst to get out to be the greatest. I feel like you're going to have such a powerful transformation in your life. The changes in your life are going to be miraculous or crazy. Like people are going to be looking like, how the hell did Libra do that? All right, because the odds were against you, but you're making a success out of this situation, and your patience, I feel like, is also like a big thing. You were patient for something to have a better outcome. You didn't try to fight against it. You didn't use temptations or negative things to kind of numb yourself. You kind of just dealt with it, and now you're finally coming out of it and having a lot of peace or inner harmony and a huge life transformation. I don't know what this is, but this is like waking up in a new timeline, or like sudden upheaval of your finances where you're just like very stable now, or you just landed a big job or a big contract, or I don't know, something very life changing is happening for you for the end of this year, which is really good. It's crazily good. All right. The other card that you pulled is Infinity, and it talks about unlimited potential. So because you were dealing with so much of this, you were feeling like you couldn't really achieve the things that you were setting out for. You may have felt like you were limited or life was becoming very stagnant. But I feel like the universe and God is about to show you that you have unlimited potential, that it could have felt like you were in a box, but you're about to be living life outside of the box and pushing past any obstacles or any limitations that were put upon you. Also, there's something here about like a very smart individual. Like maybe in your childhood, you could have had slower development than maybe your siblings or what people would have considered to be normal. But you turned out to be such a smart cookie. Like you're literally very smart. You see things that other people don't see. You are very intellectual. The way that you think is very out of this world. And if this is you, or if this isn't you, I feel like this could be your child. Like there could be a child here who had a little bit of a later development, but they are just the smartest thing. They're going to be the smartest thing. And also, if they've been having slower development, you're going to start to see big developments from them. They're going to start talking, you know, and really putting great sentences together, and they could be making a lot of mobile movements, you know. I don't know what it is that could have been a worry for you, but your child is very smart, and they're going to be making a big change in their development where it may have felt delayed, but now it's really moving past. It's actually moving past other children their age. Like there's a big gap here of improvement, okay? So that's a message I'm getting. And then we also have geese here. All right, so this talks about you going on a journey or on a quest. You could be moving or migrating, so there could be a big move for you that's going to be very positive in a better community, nicer place. Again, relocation. Also in your career, maybe you're going to be moving to another department or another location, and that's going to be like amazing for you. All right, there's something about people being more dependable around you, especially someone that is in your life maybe permanently, and they just been coming with a lot of conflict and challenge, just butting heads a lot. I feel like this person's going to become more dependable. Like there could be someone that they're going to have this big change where now they're becoming someone you could depend on. What they say they're going to do, they're actually doing. You feel like this person is working with you and not against you, okay? So there's something about people being more dependable and people actually showing up for you the way that they said they would. All right. Also, you could know where you're going in life. You finally have this sense of direction where you feel like you're ending off this year knowing that in 2026, you know exactly what actions to take, you know where you're going in life, you can see your future, and it's so close. All right. Also, it says leaves no one behind. So if you've been feeling left behind by the universe, by God, overlooked, when is it going to be my time to shine? When am I going to get my blessing that I deserve? You're finally coming into alignment with that. All right. And it's because of your faith. You are very faithful. You're very spiritual, very religious. You had a lot of faith even when you were going through the most untimely circumstances. You still did not condemn God or the universe or your spirit guides. You stayed very true to yourself and you stayed very faithful and optimistic that you would have a turnaround. And this is a big reason why it's happening right now. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with you, the good things coming towards you. We're going to jump into your reading now. All right, so this one is for my Libras. Give me some messages for Libra. What are the good things coming towards them for the rest of 2025? What are the good things coming towards Libra for the rest of 2025? Give me some messages, please. Ooh. All right. Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Wands lets me know that your life is about to pick up pace. Things are going to be coming towards you really fast, back-to-back blessings, and you're going to feel like you're getting a lot of momentum or a lot of progress. Like things are moving really quickly for you, and life is finally in motion. All right, so that's what I'm seeing here. I do feel like there was a time that life was very stagnant. You could have been going through the Ten of Swords, a depression, a low emotional state. Maybe you were experiencing some type of grief. Maybe you were backstabbed. And that kind of made your life feel like it was going downhill. Like, okay, this happened to me. Now more bad things tend to keep happening. But it does say that you kept your faith all along. And now you're about to have this time in your life where life is picking up speed for you in very positive ways. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles that want to come out for you. The Two of Cups and also the Seven of Pentacles. All right. What I'm seeing with the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, you are definitely coming into some type of divine union. This could be a new friend, or this is going to be a lover. You and this person will be on the same page. There's going to be a mutual attraction and love and devotion for each other. This person desires you very deeply, and they show you a lot of compassion and nurturing energy. More so than that, this new friend or this lover coming towards you, they are going to be a true partner. They're going to feel very dependable and reliable. They're going to prioritize you in ways that make you feel very special. They're going to be the person that you can rely on or lean back on when you're having hard times. You're not going to have to go through this life or do things all by yourself anymore. Okay. You're having someone here who has your back 100%. Let's talk about that Two of Pentacles, because with the Two of Pentacles too, you could find that you are having more time to prioritize yourself, give to yourself, romanticize your life, or even give yourself self-love. You're also going to feel like you're able to manage responsibilities in your life effortlessly. So whether you have two jobs, or you have to take care of yourself and your children, or you just have a lot of moving parts in your life that you always have to be on top of, you're going to feel like you're able to do this effortlessly and feel like it's not a struggle anymore. All right. But you are being prioritized in someone's life here. Someone is making you a big priority. All right. So what's the Two of Pentacles for Libra? Hierophant. There's someone here that will be your wife or your husband that you're going to be in cahoots with for the rest of the year. You and this person met at the right place at the right time. You guys are both now at a new chapter in your lives. You guys are ready to make a new chapter in your lives. You guys have both done a lot of work to get to where you guys are. And this person is coming towards you like the universe sent this person towards you, but also they're ready for monogamy, or they want a traditional relationship with you that feels a little bit more committed than what you're used to. Yeah, Ace of Cups. This is a lover, okay? I feel like when you first meet this person, one of you won't be interested in the other. Or it could be this energy of like not feeling attracted at first. This could also be someone who's always been around, right? So it's almost one of those moments where it's like, oh my God, it was always you. But it feels like one of you, or maybe you, Libra, was just not giving this person the time of day. You didn't even consider them an option before. All right. But now this person is coming in and you're going to know that they're the one because they're super dependable. They never say something that they're not going to do. So when they tell you that they're going to do something, they always come through for you. And that may be something that you really like because maybe your past situation or your past friendship, you had a lot of empty promises. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles, so it just shows that there's a deep dedication coming from this person towards you and you back. It's very mutual with that Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. This person's going to have great attention to detail. They're going to know when you're irritated. They're going to know when you're happy, when you're excited, when you're giggly. They kind of just pay attention to you and what your likes are and your dislikes are, and they execute very efficiently. All right, so I just see this person coming in, and you're being called not to self-sabotage this connection, this friendship, or this lover, or even this family member coming towards you. All right, let's talk about the Two of Cups. Tell me about the Two of Cups, this connection that's a good thing coming towards you, Libra. Two of Wands. Okay, so this could be an Aries coming towards you. Or this is someone here who could have the energy of Aries, where they kind of are very alpha. They exude a lot of like dominance and power. They could be a great decision maker. They could be someone who's not indecisive. And I know that you think I'm trying to take a dig at you. I'm nervous, Libra. Don't come for me. I'm not taking a dig at you, Libra. I know that's what people say about you, that you're indecisive. I'm talking about the person you dealt with before. They could have been very indecisive about their next steps with you, where this relationship was headed, if they want commitment or if they don't. So I'm saying that this person with the Two of Wands, they are very decisive about what they want out of this connection, and they're an initiator because they're an alpha or they're very dominant. They'll tell you, okay? And they mean what they say. All right, let's see what else is here. I'm laughing how my voice cracked when I said that. It's like, oh shit, Libra's about to get me. All right, what is this? This is the Knight of Pentacles. You and this person's relationship or connection will develop very naturally. It won't move fast. That could be a red flag for you these days, where if you meet someone and then you guys get intimate really quickly and then you guys see each other 24/7 and then you guys jump into a relationship, all under a month, that could be a red flag for you. You may appreciate more slow connections because slow is guaranteed. Knight of Pentacles is a card of guarantee. It may take a little bit more time to play out, but it's a guarantee to be in your life. So with this person, I feel like you'll like the slow pace that you guys are moving. Like not introducing them to your children right away, or they're not introducing you to their children. Maybe going on dates, but spending time away from each other. You know, not moving too fast. I feel like you're going to appreciate that. And you're going to see that this person is the real deal. All right, what else is here? Six of Wands. Also, this person could have quite some popularity about them that they will rub off on you. So being with this person is going to make you more popular in their world. They could, I don't know if they have like a big social media following, if they have celebrity status, if they're just well known in their community, if they have a lot of, if they have a really good reputation in their career efforts. I don't know. But this person has some type of recognition and reward that it will rub off on you. So being with this person, being around them, coming into their world will open you up to more publicity or more fame or more recognition or popularity, maybe making new friend groups or even becoming popular in their family. I see you being totally pleased with this person with the Nine of Cups and feeling very spoiled by the universe that they led you to this person. All right, last card we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. This lets me know that you've been very, 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 very patient when it comes to some type of goal. And you're finally going to be able to cash in on that goal, okay? So let's see what this is about. The Sun. Some of you guys would like a role where you're more visible. Maybe you want more success on social media. You're wanting to do content creation. Or maybe you're just wanting to be recognized in your community because you have been giving back to the community for a long time. Or maybe you're just wanting more recognition at your job and your career so that you can move into that bigger role. Whatever you've been waiting forever on with that Sun, you're about to have. You're going to feel like you're living life on a high, or you're going to feel very positive about your outcomes here. And you're definitely getting more visibility here as well. You're going to be able to express yourself and feel heard and seen. This has been a long time coming for you, okay? For those of you who have businesses, your business is finally going to start getting the recognition that it deserves and the reward that it deserves. Ace of Wands. Once this happens for you, I see you becoming even more motivated and riding that momentum very well. You're not hiding from this. You feel very self-assured and confident. And I see you just being very motivated to get more and more. So this could lead you into a very happy life where it becomes your norm to be visible, to be seen, to be popular, to be famous, to get a lot of reward, to put your efforts out there and always receive recognition. This could become your new norm, okay? The most important thing I'm seeing is that you're getting out of self-sabotage after a long time. And you're going to start seizing opportunities like this new love and, you know, more recognition, more reward, career success, business success. You're going to start going after it and not leaning into fear or doubt anymore. All right. So that's beautiful. So Libra, that's what I have for you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my next reading coming out very soon. Also, guys, check out the collective portion because there could be a message in there for you. Okay. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, Scorpio. All right, so I'm actually starting off with you guys today. You guys are my first sign that I'm reading for today. All right, it just felt right to do Scorpio first. I don't know why. All right, so maybe that is part of your good things coming towards you for the rest of this year is that you're going to be the main character. And I think I've already did like, not a reading on this, but I did a post on this about how you're moving into main character energy. So you could be the first choice every time. The rest of this year, you see that you're highly favored and, you know, you're kind of getting opportunities more effortlessly or easier or first before anyone else. All right, so let's go ahead and see what are the good things coming towards my Scorpios for the rest of the year. What are the good things coming towards my Scorpios for the rest of the year? Tell me about the good things coming towards Scorpio for the rest of the year. What can they expect? Tell me about Scorpio for the rest of the year. What are the good things coming towards them? All right, Scorpio. So let's talk about it. All right, so the first card that I pulled for you is the card of happiness, which I really like. So if you've been struggling to find happiness in your day to day, your routine has become very redundant, you're feeling like you're not really making progress, or you're just not feeling happy inside, I feel like the rest of the year will be a very happy time for you. You should be thriving. You should be feeling very abundant and very positive. I also feel like you're going to have a renewed sense of optimism. So you could just be looking at life with rose-colored glasses, feeling like everything is finally falling into place. With this card too, with that dolphin energy, I do see a pair. So this also comes with some type of deep connection that you'll have with someone very soon. This could be romantic, or this could even be a new friendship, but it feels like you and this person will be peas in a pod and be leading a very positive, optimistic life together. All right, so that's the first thing I'm seeing, which is really nice, the happiness card coming out. Not too many people can say that they're truly happy, so I feel like this is a big blessing coming towards you. All right, we also have the bullseye card as well. I feel like you're not going to be missing any marks for the rest of the year. Everything is going to be spot on. You're hitting your target. You're also going to achieve some type of goal that seemed unreachable. All right, so there's something about also your talent and your skill. You could be totally precise right now, have a lot of attention to detail. Your work ethic could just blow other people's work ethic out of the water. But there's something about you just achieving a really, really big goal that could have been very difficult for you, challenging for you, and now it's finally coming in very seamlessly. All right, so bullseye. This also talks about you having like effortless work ethic, working every day, being super motivated, being very driven and focused, and not feeling like you had to work so hard to achieve that, feeling like it comes naturally to you. So you definitely should be achieving a lot more goals the rest of this year. Maybe like goals that you felt like you were trying to reach the whole year and they're finally coming through. Everything is just making sense for you at this time. All right, and last but not least, we have the bouquet card, which is a beautiful card to come out for you, Scorpio. This talks about you being happy, being in harmony with yourself and also in your life. Also, really big on aesthetics and beauty or handsomeness. You could just be looking really good, like looking damn good right now, okay? So that's amazing. Also, you could find that you're having a creative spark about yourself. So your creativity is also going to be a natural highlight for you. You could be getting some really big gifts. Also, something about art. So if you are an artist or if you really do like art, you could be finding a lot of beauty and happiness by exploring that realm. There also could be a reconciliation that's coming in for you that's positive for you. You will become more expressive. You also will have a lot of gratitude for your life because things are going to be going so well. You could also have a newfound of appreciation for yourself and how far you've come and also life itself. There's a lot of openness coming from you, a lot of love in your life, and you'll be feeling a great sense of warmth from the universe, from what you give to others, what you're receiving, just feeling very warm and comfortable. All right, so I think that's really good too. So let's get into the nitty gritty and see what are the good things coming towards my Scorpios for the rest of the year. What can they expect? What are the good things coming towards Scorpio for the rest of the year? All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, and this is just an ode to how emotionally open you will feel. You'll feel very safe with your feelings, and you could be a little bit more vulnerable for the rest of the year because it's like you're being vulnerable about your happy feelings, not your negative feelings. Sometimes it's hard to express yourself and open up when you're feeling sad, angry, or frustrated, but the kind of energy that you'll be in for the rest of the year is very happy, excited, determined. And I feel like you're going to be very expressive with this and very passionate about yourself and your goals. All right, so something that you've been waiting for, but that has proved itself to be very challenging, because I am seeing the Five of Swords here. It's finally coming true. It's right, like, past that door or right around the corner for you. All right. So the cards that you pulled for the good things coming towards you, we have the Eight of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands. And then we also have the Star here, okay? So really, really beautiful cards, and we'll talk about them. First and foremost, before I even talk about the Eight of Wands, this card talks about someone bringing truth and maybe even some compassion here. You may finally get the courage to speak your truth about a situation, and you're going to be met with a lot of listening ears, a lot of compassion, and a lot of genuine interest. Like, I don't know, this could feel like a breakout moment in therapy, or maybe you're finally going to address some type of family drama, or maybe you're going to tell your feelings to someone that you dated that things just didn't work out right, and maybe they hurt your feelings. But with that Eight of Wands, it feels like this person is really listening to you, or whoever you're discussing this with, they have a lot of interest in your feelings and why you feel the way that you do. It feels like you're finally being heard. You're finally getting through to someone, and you didn't have to do it by kissing their ass or coddling them. You're keeping it so real. And I feel like finally, like, something clicks within someone's perception is changing, the way that they see the world, their decisions, their actions, they're changing the way that they think. They could be meeting your mindset halfway, and it feels like a lot of forward movement is going to come from that. It also feels like a big burden is off your back once you're able to express yourself honestly, and that you really feel heard, and that some changes come from that. All right, so also on top of that, with the Eight of Wands, this talks about life moving really fast, but I feel like it's a good feeling because you're going to feel on track of your life. You're going to feel in control. You're also going to feel like you're getting a lot of positive opportunities back to back. Also, if you've been in separation with someone or no contact, I do see the floodgates of conversation and messages coming through to you from that person. You guys could be speaking back to back, speaking 24/7, seeing each other more often. There's a level of consistency that comes with this person that's coming towards you. Maybe this is even the person that you could be reconciling with. All right, so you are going to feel very clear about your decisions and the next actions that you need to take. And you're going to find that progress comes to you very easily and naturally. Tell me about the Eight of Wands for Scorpio. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles. So again, there was something that you were holding off from saying or doing because you felt unheard. You felt like maybe nobody cared, or you may have felt like justice is just not in your favor. Like, no one's going to do something about this thing that I feel like is highly wrong. I feel like you're finally being able to speak your piece and you're being heard. And it feels like you don't have to hold this in anymore. It feels like you can breathe. It feels like a load has been lifted off of your back. So again, there's some type of truth that you've been wanting to say, but you also felt like if you said it, someone wouldn't care. And I feel like you're being shown that the universe cares, God cares, but also this person does care. They're going to show you how whatever you're saying, how it affects you does matter to them. All right, so it feels like someone is finally getting on the same page as you. And again, this could be a family member, or maybe this is at work you're speaking up, or even with a lover or a friend, but it feels like you're finally being heard by whoever this person is or the situation is. You're finally being listened to, and things are finally being done. There's some type of change, positive action that's happening here. Also, this is very random, but at your neighborhood grocery store, they're finally going to carry something that maybe has been off of the shelves for a little bit of time. There's something about like a favorite brand or a favorite food that you have that's finally being carried in your supermarket, and that could make you really happy that you're able to get it with easy access and not maybe have to order it online. All right, and we also have the Lovers here. So this just lets you know that there's a lot of people who are going to be on your side. that are going to be thinking like-minded as you, that are going to meet you halfway, that could be making decisions that they know is not going to affect you in a bad way. You may feel like you and this person are getting on the same accord. You and your family are finally on the same accord. Maybe even at work, you're feeling like things are a little bit more easier on you because before it feels like you and maybe a boss or a coworker couldn't see eye to eye. Something is finally naturally unfolding for you better than you expected. You could have been expecting a lot of conflict or chaos, or maybe even having to challenge this situation, but things are really falling into place, and you can find that you feel comfortable in this situation. You feel comfortable to act, to invest, to be around, because things are unfolding really naturally in a positive way. All right, so your next card here is the Seven of Wands. I love this card because it talks about how you were backed into a corner. You could have been fighting for a certain cause or fighting for yourself and feeling like you didn't have a lot of support. From that, you're having some type of breakthrough. So yes, you didn't have the support that you needed at the very start, but I do see a lot of support coming for you in today's season during the rest of the year. And I also feel like you're proving yourself right. So all odds were against you. Maybe people didn't believe in you. Maybe people kept telling you something wasn't going to work. And you're going to get some results or some evidence that it was going to work all along. It's almost like people are looking back at you and saying, damn, Scorpio was right about that, even though they didn't want to support during that time. All right, so what's the Seven of Wands for Scorpio? So people are going to see, you're going to have a big I told you so moment where people are going to see that you were right all along, that you weren't crazy, or that you were even making the right decisions all along. All right, Ten of Swords. So I find that this really hurt you very deeply. Not feeling supported, maybe by family, by friends, by a lover, or even at your workplace. This really puts you in a deep slump or even a depression. You could have started to think, am I crazy for feeling this way? But no matter that, no matter the low emotional state, the devastation, the disappointment that this caused you, you never faltered from your first thought or your first action. You stayed steady on your belief and you kept going. And you're finally seeing some really positive results from that, or even a miracle that's coming from that. And the reason I say the miracle, because the star card is here as well that we'll talk about in a second. All right, tell me more for Scorpio with the Seven of Wands. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups. You could have been right in a situation with someone who meant a lot to you, like maybe a lover or a friend or even a family member. This person, you really tried to give them good advice or tell them the truth about a situation in your life. You really needed their support during that time, but for some reason they just couldn't get with the program, and they could have even seemed like they were coming against you or judging you, doubting you. This person is going to be validating your feelings because they're going to see that they were wrong with that Seven of Wands. They're going to see that maybe they were too cowardly or too didn't have enough confidence to back you up during that time and could have even been following the crowd. So I feel like you're getting that validation because someone's going to finally apologize about not supporting you during a time that you were right in your actions. Maybe this is also the reconciliation here. I feel like this person's going to be much more like-minded and now have more confidence to support you moving forward. All right, last but not least, we have the Star. So you're going to get some major blessing, okay? That's just first and foremost with the Star. There's a major blessing coming your way. The Star is the type of blessing that, again, with that Seven of Wands, when all odds are against you, when it feels like there's no good ending here, that something just magically pulls through at the very last minute. And that's kind of the come up that you're going to be having for the rest of the year. Also with the Star, you're going to find that you're becoming more popular. You may get more visibility, recognition, or even fame. And also with the Star, if you've been having acne issues or skin issues or hair issues, anything that's considered aesthetic to you and it could have been a challenge, you are going to be overcoming that, and you could see that your skin is naturally clearing up. You're having this glow from inside out. Maybe your hair is growing, getting stronger, your edges are growing back, whatever it is. You definitely are getting the full aesthetic package here with the Star, where you just kind of look super beautiful or super handsome. All right. Also, last but not least with the Star, You and someone could be healing a situation and starting fresh, like completely healing it, not dodging bullets, not sweeping things under the rug, doing a deep dive of the conflict and healing things to move forward. All right, we have the Knight of Swords here. So again, that Knight of Swords is that energy of something coming through last minute, seizing an opportunity or a moment that just kind of fell into your lap and not overthinking it, just going for it. So I feel like this could be who's coming towards you, maybe wanting to save a situation between you and them. If you are the Knight of Swords, Scorpio, you're going to have an opportunity fall in your lap out of nowhere that you're not going to think twice about. You're just going to move and go. And this probably is going to be the best decision that you could have made for yourself in 2025, because it's going to place you in a much better position where you just have more say so for 2026. Now, if this is someone coming towards you, this is definitely changing or redefining the connection between you two in a positive way for 2026. Yeah, we have the King of Cups here. I feel like you have that King of Cups, Queen of Cups energy of just being more emotionally open, feeling like it's safe to express yourself. But there's someone here who has a lot of love for you, and they feel like they're a little bit more mature with their emotions, that they're wanting to come towards you and save this connection. All right, this person envisions you being part of their life forever, and they don't want to lose you over something so stupid or so mundane. Yeah, we have the Death card here. All right, so whoever this is, I feel like they just are thinking a lot about the ending or when you guys stop communicating. They have changed a lot from this separation. I feel like this person has had a transformation or a rebirth where now they are thinking about their past actions a little bit more, and they're wanting to come towards you and explain that. They're also wanting to heal anything that they may have avoided or dodged between you two in the past. This feels like someone who's very avoidant. Like if conflict comes up or if some heavy emotions come up, they kind of run and they don't handle their business, but they're coming back now to handle business. All right. So you're going to see a complete transformation here. The wheel is turning in your favor. You have a lot of luck or destiny working in your favor. You're going to see a complete change in a certain situation or from a certain person. All right, so this is the good things coming towards you for the rest of the year, Scorpio. Please like the video, comment down below, subscribe, and also check out the collection. Check out the collective portion because that will also have a message for you as well. All right, until next time. Hi, Sag. Welcome back to the channel. All right, guys, so we're going to be talking about the good things coming towards you during this time for the rest of 2025. So what are the good things coming towards Sagittarius for the rest of this year? What can they expect to unfold in their life? Give me some messages for Saggy. Good things coming towards Sagittarius. Good things coming towards Sagittarius. All right, Sag. Let's talk about what we have here. I think this is so interesting. You're the second sign today to get like a double confirmation. Leo was the first one. They got 2 butterflies in their reading. And you, I feel like you have, okay, I don't know what this animal is, right? But I'm assuming it is a stork, just like this card. So that's the confirmation here, okay? Now, the stork brings happy news or new beginnings or even a baby. So that could be one of the good things or all of the good things coming towards you. But let's start with this embracing card. All right. There are certain things in the past that you were not able to fully embrace. This could be positive things in your life. I don't know if you ever had this, but sometimes people get so nervous and paranoid about life that even when good things come in, they kind of withdraw they feel very comfortable in just, you know, that energy of not receiving, that when they do receive, it can feel very uncomfortable and they may miss out on the opportunity because they choose not to embrace that. But what I'm also getting is that there's going to be a lot of positive things that you're finally going to be immersed in the moment and enjoying yourself and feeling like, you know, wow, this feels great. But there's also things, the reason this is happening for you too is because whatever lessons that the universe has been throwing your way, whether they were hard lessons or easy lessons, you embraced them. You didn't complain. You may even showed gratitude for your lessons because they wisened you up, or they helped you to grow, or they made you stronger. So I feel like when you reflect on your past obstacles, because we do have the mountain card here as well, when you reflect on your past obstacles or any challenges or any hardships that you went through, you're having some type of gratitude for them, feeling like that's what I needed at that time because it helped me to grow. It helped me to change, to transform, to have a glow up. It helped me to get out of bad situations, tough situations. It helped me to have a deeper sense of self worth. Now, with this new confidence and this self worth, great self esteem, self love, you're able to embrace all the good that's coming in. It's almost like the universe wanted to wake you up and tell you to start living because life is about to get really good. And then we have the Stork card here. So the good things coming towards you could be a big transformation, a big glow up or level up or upgrade in your life or rebirth. You're going to have a lot of positive changes coming towards you. You're going to get more active, okay? So if you've been just very lazy, procrastinating, or even if you just weren't in a good mood to be as active as you normally are, you're getting more active here. Some of you guys could be getting in the gym even. All right, you're also having a renewed experience. So you've dealt with a past experience, whether that was like love or maybe trying to create a family with the stork card, or even like a new opportunity that didn't go so well. And now you're getting that same experience again, but this time it's going to go perfectly, okay? You could be feeling restless because really good changes are about to happen and unfold for you. Something is arriving here in your life that you've been praying for, manifesting. You're about to have sudden movement. Also, a renovation. So, whether that's like a physical renovation or internal renovation, or even just upgrades in your life, like your home, maybe you're getting some renovations there. There's some new things coming towards you on your already steady foundation. Some of you guys could have the blessing of pregnancy, so congrats on that. There could be a birth coming in, or you're having a rebirth, and there's something about you becoming more slender. All right, like very slender. Okay, so like maybe you're losing weight, and maybe that's something you've been really trying to put an effort in. And also standing tall. So being very confident, being seen, being recognized, having a lot of favors, standing very tall and proudly. You're going to be very proud of yourself and how far you've come by the end of this year. All right, so really good messages. Let's go ahead and see what this means for you, Saggy. All right, give me some messages for Sagittarius. What are some of the good things that are coming towards them, or what are the good things that are coming towards them for the rest of this year? What can they expect? All right, guys. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which you should be very like acquainted with the Wheel of Fortune because this is your energy. We definitely have Sagittarius energy in here. And it talks about your Jupiter. So if you're into your birth chart, then you can look at your Jupiter placement and see how life is about to be changing for you. You know, depending on what planet is associated, not planet, sorry, Jupiter is the planet, what zodiac sign is associated to that, and also what house that lies in for you. You could be experiencing a lot of luck and change and destiny working in your favor when it comes to that Jupiter placement. All right. What's under the Wheel of Fortune? Six of Wands. So one of the biggest changes coming towards you is recognition, favor, and popularity. All right. There's a lot of reward coming towards you for your efforts that you've given in the past. For all of your hard work in the past, you're getting recognized for this. You could be having some type of promotion in your lifestyle, at your job, maybe in your relationship. Things are moving to the next level and you're being rewarded and you're getting recognized. And there's also a lot of visibility that comes with that, fame or popularity. All right, so let's talk about the cards that you have here. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and Revolution, or I think this is the Death card. Or is this the Tower card? I'm not sure. Definitely Scorpio energy, so we'll figure it out. All right, so we have the Nine of Pentacles here. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is a place where you feel very like mature, like your wisdom has what am I trying to say? Sorry guys, I've been reading for a while. With the Nine of Pentacles, you could feel a sense of maturity or growth. Like the Sagittarius today is not the Sagittarius from yesterday. Sagittarius from yesterday could have been more gullible, more naive, a little immature with their emotions. The Sagittarius today is very grounded, very stable, self-secure, and has experienced a ton of growth that is showing in your day-to-day, okay? That Nine of Pentacles talks about you living a more elevated lifestyle. You could find that you now have the capability to indulge in more luxury experiences, or even in your environment could be getting a big upgrade where you feel like you're having a little bit more elegance in your life. There's something here about feeling very self-reliant and self-reliable. So when it comes to your responsibilities, being able to handle them all on your own, feeling very proud about that, feeling very secure with your finances, like you finally reach financial freedom. And having a little bit of that Virgo energy and romanticizing your life through Virgo and energy. So romanticizing your life by organizing, planning ahead, being very punctual and on time, being very efficient, being very clean, you know, like cleanliness is next to godliness. So there could be something more clean about your lifestyle, clean eating, cleaner home, clean car. You're just keeping your mind really situated by removing the clutter. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Let's talk about the not the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. You're reaching the Nine of Pentacles because of your hard work. You've been putting in the work lately. The universe is seeing that, so they're granting you this upgrade or this level up. What's the Nine of Pentacles for Sag? All right, we have the Three of Wands here. So you could be anticipating that this is the life that you're about to lead for yourself. Very responsible, on top of everything, financially secure, financial freedom, feeling more mature about your decisions and your actions, and living in a more elegant, upgraded life, okay? So you can feel this in the air. You're anticipating it. It's so close. It hasn't happened yet, but it's so close. Let's see what else is here. Ooh, the Emperor. All right, so that Nine of Pentacles with the Emperor, I'm talking to a boss man or I'm talking to a boss lady right now. You're someone who's going to be really on top of everything, on top of your finances, on top of your life, your responsibilities. You're getting things done. You're very serious and motivated towards your goals. You could become a big breadwinner within your family with that Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. And I just see you just, you know, taking control of your life and doing it very effortlessly. I feel like you've had some past disappointments with that, where you felt like you kind of let yourself down, or you just procrastinated a little bit too much, or you weren't on top of your responsibilities. So that is changing. You should see that change right away. All right, the Lovers. So you're really in sync with your highest self, making great decisions for yourself, being able to weed through the bull crap, okay? Feeling more mature in what you want to do, being more of a leader, you know, not feeling like you have to be within certain environments or groups and involved in those activities. I see you just taking the more enlightened path here, and you're just, I don't know, the universe is very pleased with you with that, Lovers, okay? We have the Five of Cups here. So for too long, you have been obsessing or deeply affected by something that happened in the past, some type of past disappointment, some type of grief or loss that you've taken. It has really done a number on you. It has made it's made it really hard to smile some days, okay? But with that 5 of Cups coming out as the good things, you're now coming out of that. You have an energy about what you've been through that you could be a big healer in this lifetime. You could find that you kind of have the answers for friends or family or strangers that they can't come up with for themselves. And it happened because you went through some type of pain or sorrow and you came out of it a better person. You're kind of like the miracle story. You know, when the millionaire is talking on a TV and they're telling everyone, you can achieve this, you can be like this too. I'm no different than you. So there's something about your story and how you're about to make a really big success out of your life, but you've been through the ringer, you've been drugged through the mud, and your story is like a very inspirational story to others, or will be. I don't see you being sad about this anymore. You could care less about whatever this is. You're finally over it. You're finally coming out of that, and you're going to see how big this thing played a role on you not being happy. All right, we have the Knight of Cups here. Some of you too, that person, if this has to do with love, that person that you felt really sad about is coming towards you now, but you don't care anymore. I just don't see that you care anymore. You're not up in your feelings about it anymore. So we'll see how that goes. That's interesting. Some of you guys too, looking for new love, or maybe if there was past disappointment in your relationship, you're able to move past that so that you can experience and embrace the good love that's coming in, whether you and someone are finally getting it right, or if you're single and there's new options coming towards you, you won't allow what happened in the past to take over the moment, okay? Let's see what else is here. All right, we have the Death card. So you are done with that situation. You have deaded it in your mind and you no longer feel sad about this. It doesn't phase you the same way it used to affect you. And I also feel like you've had, this is also, whatever that situation is, it's a good thing that it happened because it allowed you to have this big glow up that you're about to be living in reality. Whether your looks got better or you're just having a much healthier lifestyle, you're feeling happier, you're making more money. This was part of that process. Yeah, the 10 of Cups. You have a happy ending to whatever this is, okay? Everything is turning out in your favor. If this is a certain person that did you wrong and they never really came back around to apologize or make their intentions known, they're coming now. But I don't even see you feeling happy about that. I feel you feeling happy that things always work out for you. And now when this person's coming around, it's better because if they would have came around in the past, they would have seen you down, sad, and out. But now they're going to see you glowing, living your best life, and very happy. So it's almost like good timing when this person gets to see that you're not affected by what they did and you could care less now. All right, we have Revolution, which I do feel like this is the Tower, okay? So I feel like you're having a deep rebirth, a big transformation. Your whole reading just speaks about transformation and the goodness that comes from it. Like living a more elevated lifestyle, maybe upping your environment a little bit. Also being very secure with your finances, feeling very stable and independent with your finances. So tell me about the Revolution. 9 of Cups. It's letting me know that, of course, when this first came into your life, this Tower moment, it wasn't looking good. And you could have been really annoyed that this had to happen at such bad timing. But now that you're coming out of it, you're going to see that you're getting everything that you wanted plus more. That Tower could have happened based off of your manifestations and what you were asking for. But you probably didn't understand why it had to ruin everything that you have worked so hard or put such effort behind. With that 9 of Cups, you're going to see that what you're gaining from it is much better than what you imagine. It's everything you wanted plus more, things that you didn't even know that you needed. And it's going to make you feel really happy inside. You're going to feel very secure with your life and feeling positive about how good things are getting for you. Good things could also be happening in your career or your business. So you could be seeing that you're taking off, you're going places, you have incredible momentum. Nothing can stop your flow. You're very motivated, you're very driven, you have incredible work ethic, and you're going to be making a lot of progress when it comes to things that you felt very stumped or stagnant in. So whether that was in your relationship, in your love life, in your social life, your personal goals, or even when it comes to your work, you're going to see that you're having so much progress and you're moving things on the fast track. Nothing can slow you down and you're becoming a big success. All right, last card for Sag. Four Swords. Okay, some people have had this card come out today too, with the Four Swords, of just having this heavy sense of reflection. You're going to feel so grateful, so much gratitude for where you're going, that when things start really unfolding for you so amazingly, you're going to sit back and just be in deep thought. Like, damn, I've been through so much, and now things are finally unfolding the way that I always dreamed of. I'm living my dream reality. Like, things are amazing. It's a deep period of self-reflection with a big smile on your face, okay? All right, so that's what I have for you, Sag. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please like the video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on your next reading coming out very soon. I also have a Sagittarius only channel that I'll put on the screen for you guys right now if you want to go and check that channel out. I do have videos on there that may speak to you. And also make sure to watch the collective placement in this reading, the timestamp, because I'll have some messages for you. All right, so bye, Sag. Hi, Cappy. All right, so let's see. What are the good things coming towards my Capricorn for the rest of the year? What are the good things coming towards Cappy for the rest of the year? Give me some messages for Cappy. What are the good things for Capricorn coming for the rest of the year? Can you tell me a little bit about Cappy? What will they expect? What can they expect? Cappy, I hope you're doing well. If I didn't say that in the beginning, I'm sorry. All right. So I hope that you're doing well. All right. Tell me about the good things coming towards Capricorn for the rest of the year. All right, Cappy. So let's talk about it. Let's see what came out for you to begin. So the first card we have here is Wisdom. All right, so your wisdom and your experiences in life, whether they were positive or they were bad, the wisdom that comes from that is going to be saving you from certain situations that could be coming your way. There could be maybe a person that's trying to come back into your life, a new person coming into your life, something with a friendship, something at work, something with family, that because you have experienced something like this before, you know exactly what to do so that you, make the best decision for you. All right. So it's almost like as if I feel like some type of major moment in the past that could have been really hard on you. You're going to see why you had to go through that situation, because it's preparing you for something that's coming in the rest of this year. Okay, so you could be dodging a bullet here, whereas otherwise many people would not have seen the warning signs or the red flags. There's also something about your experience that could be bringing in some type of opportunity, because you are the one who's well equipped or prepared for this. So like a promotion, a raise, or maybe even like a trip, travel, relocation, maybe even networking or meeting with someone like-minded. It's because of your wisdom or your experiences in life and your choices that this is coming in towards you. All right. We also have smiley face here. So you should be really happy, leading with a lot of positivity, having a lot of joy, and having big smiles on your face. So I feel like this is like life just working out for you very naturally, very positive. Like effortlessly, you're having good days and you can't hide it. You don't want to hide it. So you could find that the rest of the year is just a very positive turnaround for you, or that you were very happy for the rest of the months for the rest of this year. Like you just did not have a bad day. You always had a smile on your face. You always had something to smile about. So just a lot of positive circumstances coming towards you for the rest of the year. All right, and then we have clouds here. All right, so this card talks about like maybe overthinking a lot, any problems that you've had or any challenges that you've run into. So I do feel like you are going to get out of your head. You're not going to be thinking negatively. You could be stopping with like the limiting beliefs or having any fear or anxiety. So I see you naturally coming out of anxiety. You're naturally not doubting yourself. You're actually encouraging yourself. You feel confident that you can do whatever you set your mind to. The racing thoughts, the overthinking, the late nights are going to stop. You could be sleeping really well and feeling satisfied with life. Any problems or obstacles that have been in your way are going to fade out. Okay, so things are just kind of, you're getting like a easy pass for the rest of the year where things just are very seamless and you don't run into any issues. All right, any hesitations or if you were very indecisive about making decisions, you just kind of didn't trust yourself, you're going to have full trust in yourself and your intuition for the rest of the year, which is going to make you naturally more decisive towards what you want to do, having more clarity about your next step ahead. All right, so there's something about you getting this deep clarity because it talks about you seeing things beyond view. Um, Also, any unclear uncertainties or confusion is going to be cut out of your life. You're going to become more decisive, and any misunderstandings that were truly misunderstandings are going to be resolved. So, if someone judged you or got upset with you over something that you intentionally didn't want to do to hurt them, I feel like that can be cleared up, and you and this person could be making up, or they could even be seeing your side of things finally. All right, so those are the cards that came out initially. So let's get into the tarot for Cappy. All right, what are the good things coming towards my Capricorns for the rest of this year? What can they expect the good things to be for Cappy? Okay, very nice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So again, there could be someone coming towards you. It feels very last minute, but they could be coming towards you to resolve some issue that they feel like now they can see your side of things. So someone could be trying to come in and save this connection between you two or save a situation. Also, there could be an opportunity that falls in your lap that you're going to want to seize this opportunity, and you're not going to be indecisive about should I do it, should I not. You're just going to go for it. It's going to have a naturally positive outcome. All right, so that's really nice. You could be getting a second chance towards something that you overlooked or that you missed out on an opportunity with. All right, so the cards coming out for you are the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, really nice. Starting off with that High Priestess, I feel like you're going to be trusting your intuition a little bit more. So when it comes to what you should say, what you should do, where you should go, you're going to know exactly the direction that you need to be in, and you're going to trust yourself to actually act on it. So your intuition could be very heightened, and I see that you're not going to be ignoring your intuition. You're going to trust your gut, and you're going to see that you get a lot of yeses from doing that, all right? Also with that High Priestess, I feel like you're getting a sense of mystery back. Maybe that's something that you really wanted. You didn't want invisibility, but you want a little bit more mystery where people may not be all up in your business or a little bit too nosy or making the wrong assumptions about you in a negative. There's something about your mystery that is going to be cluing people in. They're going to have a lot of focus and concentration on you, but they're going to have a natural appreciation about you, you know, not thinking about you in a negative. And I also see more people respecting your boundaries the rest of the year. All right, so tell me about the High Priestess for my Cappies. All right, so you have double confirmation of the Wheel of Fortune. I'm getting it out as I'm clarifying the High Priestess. And you also got the Ace of Cups, okay? So you could be following your intuition towards a certain dream or vision of yours or fantasy of yours. You're wanting to make it a reality. You believe that it could happen, and something is going to be unfolding for you where you're seeing that this is actually manifesting into your reality. So if this is like a project, if this is like a business, if this is a certain role that you want to be a part of, I see that you're going to follow your dreams and it's actually going to become reality. It's not just a dream. You're not just daydreaming. You don't need to get your head out of the clouds. I feel like you're going to be very grounded in this decision, and you're going to see that, wow, that thing that I couldn't stop thinking of, that thing that I was trying to manifest, but I felt like maybe it was just too unrealistic, is actually unfolding in my life. So that's really nice. Also, too, your love life could be taking a positive turn. All right. So there's someone here who may want to restart a connection with you, or this could be a new love coming towards you with that Ace of Cups. And it feels like a very positive direction that you and this person will be moving in. If you've been having or facing some horror stories when it comes to your love life, it feels like your love life is going to have the uplift that it deserves, where you're only getting good options coming towards you and people with good intentions and people who make good actions towards you, show you consistency, show you favor and respect. All right. So that's what I'm seeing with the High Priestess. Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah. We have the Page of Cups. So there's a secret admirer who could be finally coming towards you. And it's interesting because you'll be in the High Priestess. So first of all, you already know who the hell this is. Like, you can tell that this person has feelings for you or that they desire coming back towards you. All right. So that's the funny thing about it. But I feel like this person was too shy to come towards you. And what's interesting is that you'll be in a High Priestess. So you'll be kind of playing hard to get, but this person is finally having the courage to come towards you and make their feelings known. All right. Whether this is someone from your past that wants to work things out and have a fresh start, and they're leading with a lot of emotion and feelings for you, or if this is a new person who's been sitting on the sidelines for some time and hasn't had the courage to come towards you, I feel like they're going to be revealing themselves the rest of this year. All right, you also have the Six of Pentacles, and this is just whatever you're giving out into the universe, whatever you're giving out into a connection, whatever your effort you're giving out to your work, you're going to get 10 times the amount back. Okay, so it's like not having to do much and still getting a lot of generosity and favor and gifts and monetary, money as well, for not even doing that much. Okay, it's like you didn't have to exhaust yourself to get the results that you want. You could have like a very high standard of the results that you expect based off of what you put out there and what you involve yourself in. It feels like you're not going to have to do too much to get the most out of a situation. What's the Six of Pentacles? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you could be preserving the best part of yourself. So if this is a connection, you're not willing to give it all, on a table, legs spread, and just give this person all of yourself right off the bat. You are saving the most precious parts of yourself until maybe this person proves themselves. But what I do see in the beginning stages of this connection or reconnection, you're going to be withholding, but you're still giving. And it may not seem like much, but what you're receiving from this person is 10 times more. They're not really concerned about you holding back a little bit or being a little bit more reserved. They still want to show you how much they appreciate you and how much they think of you, how much they value you by giving to you, whether this is money, gifts, really nice dates, experiences, travel. This person's going to be giving their all and not holding back, even if you feel called to hold back just a little bit. And the same thing goes for like work. I feel like you don't have to put in and break your back and put in crazy amount of effort to get the results that you want. You may also find that for the rest of the year, even holding back some and not giving your best self out is what gets you that promotion or that raise, okay? So expect a lot of favor and generosity coming your way. Let's see what else is here. We have the Six of Swords, so you could be in a transitional period as well, where you're just trying to stay focused. You don't want to be distracted by anything, especially no false promises, because sometimes that Six of Pentacles with that Four of Pentacles, you could be concerned about false promises, doing something and not getting what you truly deserve back. So with that Six of Swords, you're trying not to be tempted maybe to overgive, overindulge just to get where you're going. I see you kind of being in a transition to living a much better life than what you feel like you have. And you're going to have a lot of generosity on the way, a lot of favor. There could be days where you just didn't even expect to get anything, but someone is, giving you something, whether it's a compliment, favor, money, or a gift that kind of helps you along this path that you're moving towards. Okay. So that seems like really nice. You don't have to look very far for what you deserve. You're being recognized right away for your value. Okay. All right. And last but not least, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a total life reset with that Wheel of Fortune. If you've been feeling like you've been experiencing some karma or you've been experiencing some bad vibes, your life is about to get a whole lot better. You're going to be feeling very lucky. You're going to feel like destiny and the wheel is turning in your favor and things are just aligning for you. We have the Fool as well. So this is new uncharted territory for you. You may feel very uncomfortable once things start really turning out better than you expected. When you're having a lot more positive days than sad days, you may feel very uncomfortable in this new lifetime, like this new life. What am I trying to say? This new timeline, no, this new chapter that you're experiencing. All right. It's not normal for you to just get what you want just like that, to think about it and to see it. So with that Fool, I just see you being very uncomfortable in this new, adapting to more positive possibilities. You may just feel like someone's playing a prank on you. We have the Chariot as well. Whatever has been an obstacle for you or a challenge of getting ahead in your own personal goals, in your work goals, career goals, business goals, maybe in friendship or even in love, those obstacles are being cleared. And with that Chariot, you could find it very effortless to move forward and to get done what you set your mind to. So that Chariot just allows you to move full force ahead, get back on the road, feel like you're having a lot of progress, and you feel like you're in control of your life where, any circumstances that do come your way, you can manage it very easily. So again, I see a lot of career success for you coming up the rest of the year. I feel like you're going to be able to finally accomplish some major goals. And when it comes to your friendship, your love life, your family life, it's a green light. All right. It's now safe for you to move and maneuver in those sections of your life, knowing that you can't fail. Yeah. I feel like you've been feeling very isolated or alienated, like you're just not receiving the blessings that you've been praying for, and you don't understand why it had to be that way. But something is changing now where you're seeing that you were never overlooked. Maybe it was just divine timing with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Cappy. Thank you so much. I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to like the video actually. Comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and make sure to watch the collective portion, because there will be a message in there for you. All right. Bye, guys. Hi, Aquarius. All right. So let's go ahead and see what are the good things coming towards my Aqua gang for the rest of this year in 2025. What are the good things that Aquarius could expect to unfold in their life for the rest of this year? Give me some messages, please. Tell me about Aqua Gang, the good things coming towards them the rest of this year. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let me just take a sip of water. Whew, that was good. Okay. My lips are really dry. All right. So Aqua Gang, these are the good things that are coming towards you. These are the first oracle cards that are coming out. First card that I pulled for you is Security, which is such a great one. And I'm going to tell you why. I feel like there's a ton of good things with this card. I feel like you're going to have better self-esteem, like inner security, feeling secure with yourself, with your body, with your personality, what you bring to the table, what you have to offer the world, with your skill, your talent, your power, feeling more secure. All right. So that's the biggest one. And I think that's going to give you this new self esteem that kind of gives you like a I don't give a damn attitude about what you want to do and not worrying or waiting for anyone's approval. So I love that. Also, I feel like you're going to have security within your household. You could be moving into a more secure place or somewhere that you'll stay for a long time. And this also could be about your finances, finding financial security through your career, your job, whatever you do for work or whatever you do for money, your hustle, feeling like this is secure and this has longevity and this will last for a long time. You don't have to panic or worry about anything because you're going to be good for years to come. So I think that's amazing. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. I think that's amazing for you, and I think that's going to put you in a very happy place for, again, years to come. We also have the Sunflower card here, which is the card of action. So you could be seeing that you're actually having more motivation and more drive and feeling more powerful for the rest of the year leading into 2026. You're going to be taking the necessary actions to move towards your goals, your manifestations, and you're going to see a lot of progress that comes from that. And clarifying that or confirming that, we do have the Gears card here. So this talks about you having some type of deep innovation, which makes sense because Aquarius, your sign is all about innovation. So you could be finding out some new, you could be using your creativity and your spark of inspiration to try something new and have it be a success in your life, okay? Your ideas are going to turn into action. So if you've been brainstorming, daydreaming, fantasizing about the life you want to lead, but have been having a hard time putting it into action, taking that first step, maybe even having the confidence to do so, you're definitely going to be moving into that energy for the rest of the year. You can find that you're becoming more efficient with your time. Time management could be really big for you. You may be getting things done very early. I see something about your schedule changing, like waking up early, getting shit done early, having so much free time to be creative or to relax or just to focus on you, and maybe even going to bed earlier. Okay, so there's something about efficiency or how quickly you get things done, how effortlessly you get things done, and how you have better time management. You'll see that you're having a smooth transition or just a smooth course of action with limited challenges where you're just overcoming them very easily. All right, something is going to happen very seamless for you or very effortlessly. You could find that you're making a lot of progress. You could find that things are happening for you during perfect timing. So maybe that slowdown, that phase that you felt, was because the universe was trying to line you up to some type of divine timing at the right place at the right time. All right, so things are going to start making sense. Also, there should be a lot of synchronicities around you. You also will have the blessing of teamwork. So there'll be some like-minded individuals around you who are very reliable, who put in the work as well, that you'll be working with or that you'll be in cahoots with, you'll be friends with, or even dating. All right. So, yeah, there's someone coming in. There's a group of people or even just a person coming in. You're going to be very interconnected with this person. You're going to feel like you coexist with them very seamlessly and that they're super reliable. All right. So, let's see what this means for you. All right. Give me some messages for my Aquariuses watching. What are the good things coming towards my Aquarius for the rest of this year? What can they expect the good things to be that are coming towards them for the rest of 2025? Oh my goodness. Wow. Aquarius. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck and we have the Eight of Cups. You're moving away from some type of situation where you invested a lot of feelings and emotion for and it possibly wasn't reciprocated. And as you're walking away from this, there's a nervousness about what's to come. You could be doubting yourself, that if you're going to be able to have a better time without this person or without this situation. Are you going to have better circumstances? Is your outcome going to be all that you hope for, or are you going to be in a period of stagnation? I feel like, yes, things are going to be even better than you hoped for, even better than you desired. That Three of Wands is the anticipation or the foreshadowing of something really positive coming in your life, or maybe even having a complete transformation or turnaround. So you do have a nervousness right now, but there's nothing to be worried about. Pretty soon you'll see why it had to happen the way that it did. All right. You have some really good cards here. So you have the Queen of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. And we also have the Sun. Okay, so very, very positive cards. Let's start with this Queen of Cups. With this Queen of Cups, okay, this is definitely you, Aquarius. I mean, who else would this be? This person on this card is very eccentric. They're a little quirky. They own really nice things. I see you having really nice things. I also see your money. You see that treasure chest in the back? I feel like your money is definitely like you're hitting bank or you're having some type of windfall. You also could be really caffeine crazy. All right, you guys know that song by Future, Codeine Crazy? You're going to be caffeine crazy. All right, so lots of coffee, lots of espresso, lots of energy drinks, Celsius, Monsters. I see you being like totally very like there's something very quirky about your energy the rest of this year. You feel very like excitable. And I think that's also part of that Three of Wands energy where you kind of can't sit still. You have a fidgety energy about you. You can be very excited about what's to come now that you're finally detached from a situation that didn't serve you well. With that Queen of Cups, you will be very pleased with life, okay? So there's going to be many days where you have a huge smile on your face and you're feeling totally supported and loved by the universe. So this is just you coming out of detachment, being able to be vulnerable and open with your feelings again because you're having a lot of positive feelings versus negative feelings. Also, the Queen of Cups, whether you're feminine or masculine watching, it's someone who is super desirable. You know, you look at them, you're like, damn, that's a beauty right there. Or damn, that guy's handsome. They're so desirable to the eye. They're very attractive to a lot of people. People long for you and may have natural emotion for you. Like they really want to be your friend or they really want to date you. All right. So that's what I'm seeing with the Queen of Cups. Let's clarify that for you. Totally desirable, Aqua. You are going to be everyone's heartthrob. That's what I'm seeing. All right, what's the Queen of Cups? Okay, King of Swords. Exactly. So you were very, very, very detached, a little cold, maybe even a little jaded about life, period, because of the circumstances that you've been put through. And it's understandable. But what I see for you for the rest of the year is opening up again. You're going to smile more naturally. You're going to have feelings and emotions again. You're going to feel like it's safe to dive deep into your feelings and emotions because these feelings are feelings of happiness, gratitude, joy, contentment, harmony, security, or even just excitability. So you're coming out of this very detached phase and you're getting more optimistic about your life again. All right, Four of Swords is here. I see you taking a very big moment to maybe lay down in your bed or sit around and you're just thinking about your feelings, okay? We have the universe here. So there's something very comforting about this glow up that you're having. You're having some type of level up behind the scenes. You also could be having an upgrade come towards you in life. You're closing out chapters that no longer serve you. And now you're also becoming more emotional, okay? So I see you reflecting about this, wondering, why am I happy so all of a sudden? Or why am I so giddy? I'm super energetic. You're just kind of thinking like, what changed overnight? And what changes the world? You passed some type of test. You could have been tested about maybe if you're going to go back on your morals or second guess yourself or not trust your intuition or your gut around a certain situation. And you actually did. And you passed that test. So the universe is going to be granting you a lot of possibilities in your life in this next chapter. And especially towards the end of this year. All right, we also have the Six of Wands. So get ready for a lot of fame, recognition, popularity, and favor. people are going to be favoring you quite a bit. People are going to be picking you out of the crowd. People are going to be recognizing you for your talents and your skills and maybe the things that you gave or offered to them. You're going to be getting a lot of recognition here. You're going to be winning as well. You're going to be number one when it comes to some type of, I don't even want to say competition because there's no competition when it comes to you, but you're kind of just winning with flying colors. Like people are just seeing your success. The people who doubted you, the people who treated you wrong and um, tried to bring you down off your high horse, they're going to be seeing this recognition. They're going to be seeing you get rewarded right in front of their face. You know, it's almost like the universe is making your enemies or the people who have tried to deceive you see your success. Okay, so everyone is seeing this. I feel like you have an uncomfortability when this happens. It's almost like you're not really celebrating your wins. You could be feeling very indifferent. You may be reflecting with that Four of Swords about all it took just to lead you up to this point. It wasn't easy. All right. So I do see that. You may not be really fully immersed in this moment, but nonetheless, you are getting recognized, more popular, more fame. Also, reward for all that you have done is finally being recognized now. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Nine of Cups. This is going to happen and unfold in a way that is better than you could even imagine. So all the fantasies in your mind that you have had for some time now, something's happening much better than that. Again, with that Nine of Cups, this is total emotional fulfillment, feeling really pleased with yourself, you know, feeling really happy inside, feeling like you can smile again and you can really vibe out in this life of yours. Hangman. After what it felt like a period of stagnancy or lack of progress, you're going to see that all the effort that you've been putting in, all your hard work did not get unnoticed. Yes, you're being recognized, maybe not in that moment, but it's still coming and it's going to happen much better than you expected. So something is really divine timing for you. Your energy feels like a great song that's been out for years and people are just now like catching up to it, and then they put that song to number one on the charts, but it was released like maybe some years ago. That's what your energy feels like you've been slept on, but for the rest of the year you're going to be rewarded or recognized for your efforts in the past. This could be especially great when it comes to your career, okay, or your business. Especially with the sun, there's something about your visibility here. You're getting a lot of exposure and publicity and good press, okay? The sun is also you feeling like you can express yourself again. You can be more creative. You can put your talent and your skill out there because now it's being recognized and appreciated. Tell me about the sun. The sun also nonetheless is a lot of happiness. All right, you also could be having, I usually don't talk about this, but you could be having some type of plant enlightenment from taking some type of plant because the sun does give me like highness, okay? All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is, again, a card of stability and security, feeling very stable, feeling very independent, feeling very free, feeling like you did it all on your own and you were able to make a success out of it. All right, so I see you also, if you're single, Aquarius, you're going to be really happy being single, all right? You may feel like right now you don't want no person to come in your life and bring your shine down, all right? So I do see you being really happily single if you are single. And if you are in a relationship, you may find a lot of happiness shining on your own, doing things separate from your person. We have the Seven of Swords here. I see you getting so much recognition, so much fame, and so much publicity that I do see you trying to avoid it at one moment. Like it becomes too much. You may feel like, okay, I'm being watched now, or I really just don't need, you know, all the press right now. So I see you trying to hide or just minimize your shine. It's something that may make you feel a little uncomfortable. Again, with that Six of Wands, you know, even though you're getting all this reward, you feel indifferent about it because what you went through to be able to get this was kind of like a nightmare. And it comes to say that even when you're feeling really happy and you're getting so much recognition, reward, publicity, and fame, or even following, something about you wants to just hide or shrink yourself, you know, almost like Okay, I get it. I deserve this, but I didn't know it was coming in all at once. Okay. So yeah, just a lot of like recognition, lots of popularity, lots of people desiring you and favoring you, people wanting to hang out, people wanting to date, you feeling very secure in your individualism, feeling a creative spark again. Also being recognized for all the efforts you put in the past. Something is coming to light now. And yeah, these are the good things that are coming towards you. Now, Aquarius, I hope that you enjoyed that. Please like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And go ahead and watch the collective portion because there'll be a message in there for you as well. All right, bye, guys. Hi, Pisces. All right, welcome to your all signs reading. So let's see, what are the good things coming towards my Pisces at this time? What can my Pisces expect to be the good things coming towards them for the rest of the year? What are the good things coming towards Pisces at this time for the rest of the year? What can they expect the good things to be? All right, let's talk about the good things coming towards you, Pisces. So I feel like for the rest of the year, you are going to be in a standstill. And I know that doesn't sound positive, but I feel like there's a much deeper meaning for this, especially when it comes to you. I feel like you've been trying to do everything all at once. You may feel very burdened, almost like that 10 of Wands, of having a lot of responsibilities on your back and no help. And it could be messing with your energy because you also got the power lines card, which is the card of energy. So I feel like the universe and your spirit guides are very concerned about your energy at this time. Like if you're running on empty, and also there's this energy of like running on empty and getting nowhere fast. Haven't been able to find the resolution to a challenge or a situation because maybe you're moving too fast and not taking time to regather your energy or pay attention to maybe your emotions. So something you're going to be faced to be at a standstill to kind of deal with whatever is burdening you or whatever has been kind of holding you back. If there's some um, feelings that you're burying deep inside, or if it's a certain situation or person in your life that doesn't need to be there, you're being placed to sit there and face it so that you can understand this is the issue, this is the problem, this is what's depleting me. All right. So you're going to be in a space where, and I feel like it's very positive because if not, you would have just kept going about your day to day, overlooking the situation, and it could have affected you much deeper in 2026. So it needs to be handled like right now. You're also getting the Wheel of Fortune. So if you're able to face whatever this is and not try to escape from it or run from it, if you're able to really, face this head on, you're going to have a Wheel of Fortune moment where it feels like your life is turning around for the better. You're going to feel much more positive. You're going to feel like there's a lot of changes, positive changes happening, butterfly effect even, where you feel like things are finally aligning in the space that you wanted. All right, so there's something about good fate coming your way or fate doing its justice in your life in a positive way. You're also going to have really good karma, all right, for the rest of the year. So you can see a lot of blessings or positive things unfolding in your life. There's something about an end of a cycle. So closing out this cycle will do you more good, okay? There's also this very strong force of the universe that's causing you to be in this standstill, which is a positive. This is really going to help you to realign yourself and also move towards what you're supposed to be doing or the right connection that you're supposed to be in. All right, it tells you that it also says that you're going to be getting what you deserve. Okay, so if you've been putting in a lot of time, a lot of effort, you've been doing the work and you've been trying to stay positive, you're finally going to be getting those blessings that may have not come in at the time that you felt like you needed them. You're going to see why that happened. Okay, it has something to do with maybe whatever's been depleting you, you could be leaving behind. All right. Also, it's saying it's out of your hand. So, this is not you're not being asked to stand still. You're being forced to stand still. All right. The universe really felt like they had to step in and intervene in whatever the situation is. There's something about your destiny right now. Like, something needs to make sense for your destiny, which is a positive. And there is something that didn't make sense in the equation. All right. And you also should be seeing a lot of synchronicities during this time. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's see exactly what this situation is about for you. Tell me about the good things coming towards my Pisces. Anything significant? I want you to really pay attention to your health, Pisces, because that standstill could also be about your health, okay? So maybe you've been ignoring a health situation. You're finally going to be called to get that checked or get that handled. And there's going to be a positive outcome from handling it now versus waiting. All right, so tell me about Pisces, the good things coming towards Pisces. All right, very nice. All right, so we have suspension here, which is kind of like the same card as standstill. They're both energy where you feel like you have a lack of progress, you can't do anything, you can't go anywhere. Now is not the right time to act, but this is done purposely in your life to turn your situation around. Uh-oh. Okay, I dropped the card. It's okay. All right, so we do have the 10 of Wands here. We have the Devil. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. Now, these may not look like the best cards, but let me tell you, these are the best cards to come out, okay? Because with the 10 of Wands, with the Devil, which are usually considered negative cards, this tells me that this is going to be the good things in your life, releasing these burdens. First of all, I see that you have been incredibly burdened. You feel like you have so much responsibilities, so little time, and so little help. You could be carrying something all on your own that also involves other people who are just procrastinating or not taking it as seriously as you are. I feel like those people are going to be removed from your life, and what's going to be replaced are people who are like-minded and put in a little bit more effort towards you that you've been giving out there. All right, also with that 10 of Wands, I feel like this is completion. You have reached the end of some type of struggle. Whether that was struggle in your love life, struggle with your finances, struggle internally, or all the above, you have reached the end of this. No more will Pisces be struggling in the situation. You could see that your finances are going to be flourishing and you're getting out of maybe some type of sticky situation with money. You may feel like you're finally stable or you're grounded with your finances. You could be getting out of a sticky situation when it comes to work or when it comes to friendship or family or even a love situation. You're going to be at the end of struggling. Something is going to feel much easier, much lighter on you, and you're going to feel like you don't have to fight or work so hard just to get something to go in your favor. All right, so it could signify someone walking out of your life or leaving behind a tough situation, but you're only moving to what is naturally works with you, naturally flows with you, something that is more cohesive. Let's talk about that 10 of Wands. I feel like your wisdom is saving you here. There's experiences that you've been there, done that, and there's some type of maturity of how you don't want to repeat a certain situation because you know it's not for you. And taking that initiative and traveling away from that or even wanting more out of that situation is what's saving you. All right, so let me see. What's the 10 of Wands for Pisces? We have the Chariot, which that just says so much. The 10 of Wands is like this. If you blew a tire somewhere and you're like, dang, we can't even get on the road. And the 10 of Wands in your situation of the good things coming towards you is when maybe someone pulls up with another car for you to just get going, or someone stops on the road and, gives you a new tire. So it's forward movement, it's progress, it's you being very motivated and concentrated on your goals. It's you feeling like you're in control of your life and that you know where you're headed and you know what next moves to make. All right, it's an end of stagnancy or lack of progress. You also could find a lot of growth and blessings that are going to come towards your career or your business in the rest of this year, okay? If you've been feeling overshadowed, overlooked, it's going to be your time to shine. Towards the end of this year, you're going to feel like, wow, I'm really getting the recognition I deserve. We have the High Priestess here. So this is something that's been weighing heavy on your mind. Your intuition has been telling you for some time now that you're in the wrong place, and you're finally going to listen to that and just drop the burden. All right? So you're letting go of whatever this is. You're following your intuition. You can trust your gut during this time, and you're moving forward. I feel like whatever the situation is, it has given you many disappointments. And instead of feeling sad about why a certain situation is not treating you right, you're starting to feel sad that you won't just that you know that you deserve more and you won't just get out of it. So now you're making action, and the end of a struggle is coming in your life. Like, you're not going to be struggling with the situation anymore. You're going to feel very light-hearted. You're going to feel like you have freedom, and you're going to have the energy and the inspiration and the motivation to go after what it is that you want to go after. Okay? All right, we do have the Devil here. There's something that's been having a deep hold on you, whether it's a certain connection with someone who could be very toxic or emotionally or, abusive, or even like manipulative, controlling. I feel like it's been really hard for you to leave this situation behind. All right. You also could have been dealing with some type of bad habit or toxic vice. And I see you putting that down. All right. So you're going to get some freedom and there's a chains being lifted off of you where you don't feel stuck in this situation anymore. You're getting your power back, and you're choosing to move on, and you're choosing not to indulge in this anymore. What's the Devil? Also, for those of you who've been going through the struggle, if you've been doing things that are just not of your highest good to have instant gratification because you're so tired of this situation, not moving forward, not getting the gratification that you deserve, not ending out in your favor. So you've been kind of like using something that gives you instant gratification right off the bat, even though it's not long lasting and you may feel like shit after you do it. You're done with that cycle. Okay? Tell me about the Devil here for Pisces. We have the Hangman. So this is what's been keeping you stuck. If it's that toxic person in your life, or if it's a toxic situation, a lot of drama, maybe feeling controlled or manipulated, someone playing mind games on you, making you think that you're crazy, or even just a bad habit of yours that you picked up while trying to self-soothe, you're done with that, all right? And you're understanding very deeply, this is what's been keeping me very stuck. This is what has been keeping me fantasizing about the reality that I want, but not going after it, okay? So even if this was a relationship, you could have had fantasies about the right person for you, the person who's going to treat you right, the person who's going to adore you and uplift you, but you weren't really seeking out that situation. You weren't deading the current situation to go find that. Now you're coming out of this, whatever this that has been holding you back, so that you don't fantasize about your future. You actually move towards your future, and quite quickly with the Chariot. What else can you tell me about the Devil? Wheel of Fortune. Once you decide to quit whatever this is or give it up, your life is going to change in a major, major way. All right, you're going to just see that a lot of positive occurrences are happening towards you. You may even have this sudden realization like, I'm not cursed. I'm actually very blessed, which feels amazing. You're getting a lot of blessings, a lot of changes. The wheel is turning in your favor, but all you have to do is put down whatever that devil was, okay? And I see you doing that successfully, so really good. Last but not least, we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to feel more confident in reserving the special parts of yourself and not giving it up so easily, all right? Four of Pentacles, some of you guys may be practicing celibacy. And it could be, it's a deeper reason. You have your own reasons for why you're doing this, but I feel like it's really good because you're like almost like protecting yourself or keeping yourself safe from people who may have bad intentions or don't really have the desire to really getting to know you on a soulful level. With that Four of Pentacles as well, there's boundaries that you're going to be putting up towards friends, family members, or even at work that won't deplete your energy. So you're starting to enforce certain rules and principles so that you can stay in high spirits and still have a lot of vitality on your day-to-day. You're learning more about like not allowing people to just come in, misuse and abuse you. And I feel like these boundaries are going to help you to stay in a very positive mood throughout 2026. So this is something that you had to learn. and you're going to be enforcing it finally throughout this year, the rest of this year, and you're going to see a lot of positive circumstances coming from that. Before you even make this decision, you're going to have a breakthrough moment where you're just at home by yourself, probably laying down or sitting down and just thinking. There could be a TV on in front of you, but you're not even watching it. You're just kind of thinking about how certain things transpired, certain situations, and how you were done wrong. And this is going to prompt you to finally take the action to reserve the best parts of yourself until someone proves that they're worthy enough. All right, we have the Tower as well. I do see a very bougie purchase coming towards you. That could be very unexpected or shocking by the end of the year. So with all of this career and business success with the Chariot, you definitely are going to have some more money to spend. And I see that you're going to, because the Four of Pentacles always gives me someone who's a little bouge. All right, a little elevated in elegance, you know, very luxurious type of vibe. You could unexpectedly be purchasing something very luxurious, very bougie that you had your eye on for some time. And maybe you told yourself, not right now. Or you told yourself, I don't really need that. But whatever this is, it's important because it's signifying the next timeline that you're about to be in, your next chapter, your chapter where you have higher standards and you have better self-worth and you put yourself first. So I feel like this purchase is a good idea. And with that, oh my God, did I show this card? I'm gonna have to block that out too. Hold on. With that Tower, I feel like this is just signifying the new you, the one who just doesn't settle for less, okay? So I just see like elevated experiences coming your way. If you're becoming newly single because of that Ten of Wands and that Devil, I feel like your next people, your suitors, are going to just be a little bit more elevated in looks, maybe in their careers, maybe in their lifestyle, you know? And it kind of just shows your standard and how you're attracting better options, okay? And this also is like in friends or, you know, in certain opportunities coming your way, maybe at work. Because you're upping your standards, you're getting better options. And you're going to start seeing that unfold this year, okay? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to watch the collective portion at the end of this reading because there will be a message in there for you. All right, bye guys. Hi guys, so this is the collective portion of the all signs, the good things coming towards you. So this is what all of you could expect that's coming towards you, and maybe even some different messages than what you've seen in your portion, all right? So starting off, I do have two cards here. We have Focus and we have Wisdom, okay? So let's talk about Focus. I feel like you're being blessed with so much concentration towards your goals. You've been asking for a certain life, to live a certain way, to be a certain person, and it takes a lot of concentration and dedication. But you may have felt like you were very distracted or thrown off your path in the past, okay? So you dealt with a lot of maybe repeating cycles, leading into temptations, dealing with the wrong environments or people. But now, during this winter season, most definitely, you're going to find that you are super focused. You're very concentrated, very driven, very motivated, and you're not taking your eyes off of the goal. So whatever big goal that you have, you will achieve this before the end of the year. And it comes from you just putting in a lot of effort to concentrate and to do. It's going to be very effortless for you. You may find that you're putting down your phone throughout the day and you're not feeling the need to pick it back up. Or you may find that you're able to jump out of the group chat when you're trying to get work done. So there's something very effortless about this where you're not really having to try as hard, or you don't feel bored in your focused energy. All right. We have Wisdom here. This talks about all your past experiences, the positive and the bad, that have shaped you as who you are today. And it's made you more mature, where you just kind of have the secret knowledge of life to have a deeper understanding of what you've gone through, the positive things that have come into your life, how you're able to get and manifest certain blessings because you understand through experience. All right, so this wisdom is going to be helping you because you're going to have a lot of opportunities where you may need certain wisdom to unlock or There could be things again that could try to throw you off this path as people are seeing you're very concentrated, you're focused. There could be energy sent in to distract you that you're going to now have the wisdom to see them coming, way before they come to you. So you're kind of seeing the red flags right away and able to have discernment to not get involved with those things anymore. All right. So I don't see you repeating cycles, and it comes from your maturity and your wisdom. We also have the tree card here, which is the card of ancestry. I feel like you are rewriting like past generational traumas or curses that you feel like your family has fall prey to. You're going to be the one who changes that shifts the narrative. And I also feel like with this card, there could be something about coming together with family that you haven't seen in years, or maybe there's been a big grudge that's been held. But I feel like you'll be able to repair those relationships and have them in your life. There's something about maybe even certain cousins or family that you grew up with when you were young and feeling like you guys were not on the same path and definitely didn't have the same mindset. But when you do reunite with these family members in today's time, you're going to see that they have the same focus that you have, concentration and will to succeed that you have, and also a lot of maturity or wisdom that's going to make you feel a little bit more comfortable about reuniting with your family. All right. And then we have double confirmation for focus because you also got bullseye. So your determination right now cannot be stopped. And you're going to unlock a lot of doors for yourself and make a lot of progress for the rest of this year because you were so concentrated. Nothing can shake you from this focus that you're going to be having. You're going to hit a lot of things on the target. You're reaching a bullseye, or you're going to accomplish a major goal that's been really difficult for you to get right. You're finally going to get it right during this season. All right, what else do we have here? All right, we have the crow and we have the phoenix. So there's some type of symbolism with birds. Okay, so there's a bird symbolism coming out. But let's talk about the crow. So with the crow, there could be memories that are coming up, positive memories, maybe even memories with your family. You could be remembering really positive things, okay? There's also a mystery or magical power that's working for you. So some of the ways that these blessings are coming towards you is going to feel very like mystical, very magical, where other people may be wondering if you're doing witchcraft. I'm just kidding. But I'm really not with the crow. Okay. So they may be wondering, like, what juju, what witchcraft have you been, what potions have you been mixing up to make the unthinkable or make the unimaginable happen into your life, making your dreams become a reality. They may think, like, what the hell? How did this even happen for you and so quickly? You could be having some type of new event or happening coming towards you. You also have a very clever way of solving your problems. Okay. So, you may have obstacles, you may have challenges, but you're going to be very smart and quick on your feet on how to overcome them so that they don't stop your progress. There's something about you being very observant, okay, like very intuitive. And this is a positive omen that a chapter is ending and a new chapter is coming towards you. This new chapter could be the phoenix. Okay. So this talks about death and rebirth, immortal energy, or feeling like you're superhuman. All right, you could be having a heart awakening. You could be rising up from the ashes that you had to go through. You're having a big total transformation and complete renewal. All right, and then the cards that came out for you are the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Some of you guys already got these cards in your readings, but I'm going to just explain it a little deeper for you. With that Nine of Pentacles, you're finally going to experience a place of comfortability, confidence, abundance, and growth. You're going to feel like all your hard work is finally paying off and you're able to reap your rewards, your benefits, and your blessings. Some of you guys, well, not some of you, all of you are going to be having a really big life upgrade, whether you're moving into a nicer home, maybe you're buying a new car, you could be relocating, changing your environments, maybe you're going to be going to more elevated places, having more elevated experiences. More elevated people are coming into your life. More like-minded people are coming into your life. Your life is going to match your standard. And this is important because I feel like you do have high standards, but it took you time and trial and, error to get to the place where you felt confidence to have higher standards. So now your standards are just a little bit higher, and now your experiences, the people who come into your life, the opportunities that you're going to be having, even your job is going to be changing to meet your frequency. All right. And also being more self sufficient. So feeling like you're paying your bills on time, you're very responsible, and you have money in the bank, you have savings. Feeling like, you know what, I can do this on my own, and it doesn't feel like a burden. It feels like I can do this very effortlessly, and I'm thriving even in my individualism. All right, that's being clarified by the sun. So just expect a very positive circumstance with that Nine of Pentacles, that you're going to be really happy where you're being landed. You're being landed in an upgraded life experience. And there's a lot to learn here, but I feel like you have the experience to go through it and have a lot of positive circumstances or outcomes. There's something about you being more popular or having more visibility. Like all of your accomplishments won't be done in the dark, but people will actually see how far you have come. And also with that sun, your inner child is really like feeling super safe to come out. So you may find yourself having a little bit more fun, being a little bit more playful, laughing a little bit more, smiling more, not taking life so seriously, just feeling really proud of what you have accomplished in your life. All right, and then also the Six of Wands. So again, more visibility, more fame, more popularity, more recognition. Your reputation precedes you. I feel like the way that people talk about you behind closed doors is very positive because of how focused you've been and how much you've been able to get done. People are very proud of you, and people want to see you win with that Six of Wands. This may be very different for you because you have the Fool, which means that this is very new experience for you. It could be very natural and become a part of your everyday life of you winning for once, winning across all enemies, winning across all competitors, just always being in first place. And it may feel unusual at first, but the more that you show up in your life and stay consistent and concentrated, it'll become very natural. It'll be a natural occurrence for you to win and be on top. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I feel like I've said a lot in your readings. I don't really want to like overdo it too much, but just expect yourself to be more recognized, more visible, more expressive and open, happier, stable, secure, mature, and also living a very elevated lifestyle. Okay, so that's what's coming for you for the rest of the year. I thank you guys for sitting with me. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Also, guys, I did drop another all signs video today. It's all signs. What are people saying about you? It is available for Dream Tarot members right now, but it will become public on Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So make sure that you have your notification bell up for that reading to come out for you, and also the readings that I'll end up doing on Tuesday. You don't want to miss out on that either. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.